How much does it cost to get room service to give me a beer?
Probably like $12.
So, anyone
All the
watching, can you just check real quick to see if all the audio is working? I did this last second. Hopefully all of it's working. You should be hearing the gameplay, myself, and hopefully y'all.
I hear you. I gotta mute you to see the gameplay. Sounds good.
Nice.
Testing.
Nice. I also have to update the...
It all works, Lobo. You're good.
Awesome. Then we can get started. Fix my hat real quick. Kind of falling off a bit. There we go. Alright, well. Back at it like a bad habit, motherfuckers. Let's go. So, it has been... Let's see, what did I say it was? 3 years? 4 years?
4 is what it was typed.
4 years since the Terror Legion defeated Redacted and stopped his dark ritual to bring back a dark god. You've all had a lot of interesting adventures in that time. Some for personal gain, some for just money and doing goodness in the world or in space. After you guys defeated Redacted and the cult, the Terrapin was in really bad shape. It had been getting beaten and torn up the entire time you guys have been fighting this cult, and an upgrade was needed, and thus an upgrade was provided. Not long after, almost a year after the battle, Dally and Jason left the crew and met up with some friends who had some other things going on that they wanted to be a part of. Gallus Maw as well left and gave the ship to Calavane, who wished to stay on the ship, especially with all the work she put into it. Gallus returned back to the Gunton Empire, where he has been aiding in the rebuilding and working on the society and his community and getting his people back in order. And in that time, you've all had great adventures, found really interesting items, met wacky characters, and some of you went and did some solo stuff, came back with some interesting items of your own, while others have been on the run within their own ship, refusing to be seen by anyone, even though Calavane has put a bounty out for your head to be removed off of her ship. Who'd have thought, right? But time moves on. There's been no activity from these dark cults since then. And the only ones who have thought about this truly have been the leaderships. Every now and then, that threat, way back when, from Rix, enters your mind, passing fleeting thought. Calavane thinks about it every day. The Alliance thinks about it constantly. And in all of your visits to these places, you see people preparing and keeping on edge and not lowering their guards, but not letting it get in the way of enjoying life as well. Until that fateful day, when a dark-end ship was found, hull blown open, dead Thrycreen inside, and a message Rix returns. This message, this ship was discovered, and the information spread like wildfire. All of the Alliance found out about it rather quickly, and you, the Terror Legion, found out not too soon after, and have begun your journey back to Mouth, where you will convene with leadership to discuss what to do and where to go and how you're going to tackle this returning threat. So, you guys are on your ship in your individual rooms. Preparing as you would. So, really quickly, I want to go one by one into everybody's room. Let's start with Sparky. Sparky, your infirmary got a massive overhaul. Instead of the small little room, it has turned into a longer room. More beds and more implementation to better heal individuals, whether it is a speedy recovery or a much needed rest. Some new tech has been implemented to therefore expedite the process of removing exhaustion. It is still in its infancy. It is still a bit the best way to describe it, it's still has its flaws, and you have experienced some of those flaws at one point while watching one of your crewmates attempt it, and instead of removing their exhaustion, it instead put them to sleep for a week. But they weren't exhausted afterwards. Win-win.
Yeah.
You were given more alchemical supplies to craft more potions at a much expedited rate, as well as just all-around better components and ingredients and other materials needed for your craft. There's a larger door for quick, easy access and to move multiple people in, as well as a side door just for your use or anyone's use to just come and visit you as you spend most of your time here working on your craft and research and whatever else fancies you. Right next door, the newest member of the crew, one of the newest members of the crew, I should say, Zorando, the paladin you guys rescued and had helped you fight Redacted. He has taken a room for himself and has become the weapons master of the ship. He holds all the weapons, keeps them all in great condition, and is readily able to replace any weapons you guys are needing for whatever mission is needed for the tool. Well, whichever tool is needed for the mission. Next to him, Lox, the other newest member. Zol, having soaked in celestial rays, went through the next step of his species life cycle and split into two beings. But the deal made with the Archfey Lucian kept him intact enough to where he could finish the battle, defeat Redacted. But once the battle was over, the space within this autonome chest cavity became a bit crowded, and out popped out the two new creatures, Lox and Zola. Zola, with a much more infant-like state of mind to Lox's more mature, was taken with Simeon, who gave up the life for a bit and decided to take care of this creature. Lox found about took ownership of this new body and has a couple of interesting abilities that he has been discerning for a while. Next to him is Captain Calavain's room, where she still has a lock on it, and the only one who is able to freely come and go as they please is Irie, who lives in the ceiling in a little nook that is between both the captain's room and the dining hall. Going across, there is a workstation. Anyone is able to go in here, use it. Most of the time it's Calavain or Edwin coming in here to make quick repairs and adjustments onto things, as well as attachments for other items. It is a general area for if anyone needs to do anything, they can come in here and do whatever task they need to do, as well as find any spare parts to help fix up the ship. Next to that room is Alani, who has a large collection of knickknacks, trinkets, and all sorts of weird things that most people would just leave behind on their travels. A normal hat, which has no power, no real looks to it. It is just a hat. And you know what? They got that hat because they did something really cool one time with it. As well as a bunch of these other odd things in here, which pointed out Alani probably has a story to tell. And taking over Jason's room is Ruth, who has done a little bit of renovations and is now the ship's cook and bartender, and can be found mostly in the dining hall, where she sits at the bar and has easy access to the cannon above in case of combat. And now the helm with the Spelljammer is now located in its own enclosed area to prevent too much noise from traveling like it did prior, and it is usually the place for just the captain and the first mate, as well as one other individual, and most meetings take place in the dining hall at the bar. And below is obviously not much has changed below. It is still just the garage for your guys' mini terrors, your little dinghy ships that will allow you to travel away from the terror pin itself. Storage rooms, supplies for food and drinks, as well as charging station. Edwin spends most of his time down here keeping up on uptake, but the stowaway also likes to spend their time here, staying hidden and causing mischief. Zanmorn is still on the ship. And then below, hidden away in his own little room, is the umbral crystal that powers the ship. It keeps everything running. It is not necessary for a spellcaster to now use the Spelljammer. Anyone can. It will drain the power supply of the ship ever so slightly and will take time to recharge. But this large crystal is able to keep the ship going for a long time without needing a recharge. And that is your upgraded ship. You guys are headed towards Mouth, and you guys are free to move about the space and communicate in whatever ways you need to. Figure out what you're going to do before you get there.
I've decided what the story behind the hat is.
Okay, what's the story behind the hat?
The hat has a notable chunk missing out of it.
Okay.
A barkeep once told Aulani, "If you are a dragon, I'll eat my hat." She let him off with just a bite.
Love it. That's amazing. Alright guys, so what do you do?
Can you make my mini fly?
Sure. Fly.
Because I could levitate at will. Zolox aimlessly, because you can't control levitate, just kind of bumbles around midair until he needs to move, and then he'll just kind of like air puff his way with his fly. But for the most part, he just is like an aimless balloon through the halls.
Balloon.
Harvey's gonna come out with like a 3-day creating bender to go look for his little robotic companion Snuffles or Fluffy. I don't remember what I named him.
I do not have a saved mini, so I have no idea. I have an owl for some reason, though. I want to get rid of that owl.
I mean, that's fair, because during the campaign he never really wandered from Sparky's side.
Right.
But it's been 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a rando. I couldn't see his mini at first.
Ruth would probably be just taking inventory, since things keep tending to go missing every now and then. But otherwise, just making sure we're well stocked for the fight ahead.
Okay.
Would we have been to Mouth since, or has Lox been to Mouth?
Yes, you guys have made several trips to Mouth and other areas, so you're used to these places.
So I know what I'm in for. He would enjoy seeing it like as we approach, so he'd probably just be up top. Just vibing. He's got what he needs. He doesn't do much prep work.
Where was Simeon taking care of Zola?
Oh, I forgot about that. Simeon went back to his home planet of Lunaskar.
Yeah.
Okay, because Aulani did promise to help, and by help, she visits like once every other month, which is smothering by dragon standards.
All right, that sounds good. So every now and then, if the ship is able to make a strip there, they can. If not, Aulani disappears for a little bit and comes back.
Right. The thing is, though, Simeon never told any of you where he lives. You wouldn't know. His whole point was that he was just secluded. Only the captain has access to him. Through their sending stone. That was the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ever tried to
Scratch
send
everything we
Elfie,
just
but
said.
It would just go to the void and never get to you.
Yep. Captains only had a sending stone for emergencies. Which has been Simeon and Zola back on Lunaskar. Papa.
Keep seeing someone's head peeking through the fucking ground. So, if there's nothing else you guys want to fuck around with here, Lox, you're just sitting up there watching, waiting to see your approach and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. In the silence and in the time it takes you guys to get there, eventually you see a small little formation way off in the distance. You know what that is. And as the slow approach begins, you hear a familiar voice behind you. And why do you give a fuck about seeing this place?
Well, it's a big mouth. It's got a lure to it. I don't know.
You would have been
Does it
better
bother
off dead.
Yeah, well, I'm not the voice in your head, am I?
eventually be someone's voice in their own head.
Well, till that day, keep it down, alright? We're getting close.
You do realize I have the power in this relationship.
Yeah, I've thought about that. So I try not to.
By my
Want me to do-
God, this is boring. And then you just feel this emptiness around you. And you look and he's not there anymore.
I just kind of keep focusing on as the site as we get closer.
Alright.
It's gotten grumpy in his old age.
What's that?
His reaction seems to be getting grumpy.
As you guys get into the perimeter of mouth and begin to land, you see there's a large commotion going on at the port. It seems a lot of people are beginning preparations with their own ships. Most of them are mercenaries and hired hands and things like that. There are a few vessels here that do look different from the usuals, but you do recognize them as part of the Alliance. A Faerun ship, a Svar ship, a Guntan vessel, and a Arath destroyer. Not wasting time, your group leaves the ship, heads over to the palace where the meeting is taking place, and as you walk in, you see in a leadership position is Captain Gallus Maw. Now, Commander Maw. He greets you all as you enter, and grabs Calavane and goes into conversation and just checking up on you guys. It has been probably close to almost 2 years since you've seen him.
How does he look?
He
Like,
doesn't
does
look
he
all that
happier?
different. He's still Gallus Maw being a what's it called, a GIF, a hippo person. He has a couple more wrinkles around his face, but he is still very much the same individual. Still has his massive gun on his back. Still has his physique hasn't changed at all. Old age is not getting the better of him. He is quite old at this point, since he was getting up there last time, and now it's been 4 years later. 5 years total, I think, because you guys were with him for about a year and a half, so maybe 6 years. You guys have 6 years, so he's getting old.
You said he was like wearing like a leadership position jacket.
He is. He has a jacket. He has a bunch of medals on him as well, and he has a large hat.
I'd probably just say like leadership looks fine on you.
He nods.
That's right. I need to update Aulani's age.
He nods and continues to have a conversation with Calavane and the other leaderships. Arath, the Arath general, comes in and joins the conversation for a bit as voice of the king, the Faerun noble, and the Svar war king are having a conversation of their own. before you hear the bellowing booming voice of Gore, the Beholder King of Mouth, call to order this meeting. Everyone takes the seats around the table and begin to talk about what's going on. So, let's do this. For inspiration, does anybody remember what happened with Rix and the Dark End cult?
Didn't they hide in the void and we're going to stay there until they basically just bid their time until they could attack us again?
Nope. You're close.
No cigar.
Does anyone remember?
The Lord guy has failed you. I'm sorry.
I don't recall. I don't remember the name, but was Rix the one that we killed and like his spirit went in search of another
Nope.
body, so we don't know fully? No, okay. That was the other guy.
That was Rathshi. Which, Alani, I believe you have the cube. So
That's right, we capped him in the cube.
So, yeah, you have the cube, so you therefore still have the prisoner on you. Unless you did something with that, I can't remember.
That's right. Got one, the other one's still out there.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done anything with it. Like, I don't.
Right. I just want to make sure we know who
If no one's
has it.
custody I can release him into, so.
Well, releasing him is not a great idea. But you
so
have it.
excellent.
You have the cube. You have him trapped. That's all that matters, as long as you know who has the cube. So, what happened at the end was, Rix made his threats, and his fleet went into the void and into hiding, but they weren't regrouping. They were actually vying for leadership because Redacted was the leader, and now it was up to finding out who would now lead. Rix, being the one that is strongest, would be the leader, you would think, but their customs are that they have to they do fight over it. Some people, young males want to prove themselves type thing, so they will try and vie for leadership positions, which meant that he probably killed a lot of fuckers to maintain his stance on leadership until he was able to get all of his Void Thykreen tribes under his banner. If I recall, he did say he doesn't know when, but he will return, and now he has.
That motherfucker.
So it's time to punt him back to the void?
Unless we could put him in a Pokeball cube. Pokecube.
So, where are my notes again? There's my notes.
All we need is his name, right? We like say his name and then we imprison you and then boop.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot.
All you need is the name.
And his name is
Yeah. Any spies that know these names?
So, if there's nothing you guys want to talk about, get information out of from them, basically what's going to happen here is they're going to discuss what needs to be done. For the most part, they feel like they should do what they didn't do last time. Last time, they were the distraction, and you guys snuck around and killed Redacted. They want to do the plan that they were originally going to do before Irie and you guys changed their mind, which was they're going to punch a hole through their forces and allow a small group to get in and take him out. And they're going to go through all-out war. Now they're better prepared. They have way more ships, way more guns, better guns even this time. And it will be easier since they have information and they have the ability to scry on this. You can gain sight on the ships and the fleet approaching. Near where your guys' battle with Redacted took place, there's this massive fleet, same ships. Some of them are kind of patched up with this odd metal, almost gold, and some of them look almost gold, others look kind of chrome or silver-like. And then in the middle of all of those ships is this massive, long block of a ship, a dreadnought of sorts. And you see as these spikes start jutting out of it, and those spikes then come out and form more of the dark end ships, and then more spikes replace it, and another ship comes out of those spikes. And then some of them come back in, and it seems to be a massive ship to both transport the ships as well as to have a large firepower.
You mentioned the ships had like a golden or chrome machine to them.
There's like patchwork to it.
Okay.
With a different metal that you guys aren't familiar with.
I was going to ask, like, was that the god metal that we were standing on when we were fighting Redacted?
That would have been a the prison for that god, so they couldn't take it off of it.
Okay.
You guys didn't kill him, he's still imprisoned, you just stopped him from being let free, so no way they could harvest that.
Got it.
So if there's no objections, they're gonna do this plan. Calavane is for it as well.
Ruth is for it. It's a good plan.
Yeah, Lox doesn't object to it.
Okay. As the meeting is adjourned, you see coming up the steps into this room is two familiar faces. One is the High King of Svar, and beside him is a blue furred individual. Simeon returns alone and was picked up by the High King of Svar.
Who are these people?
It's nice to see you too, Simeon.
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, Simeon.
Oh, he's working. I'm fucking with y'all.
I'll give you like a very firm handshake.
Simeon pulls you in for a hug.
How's the kid?
Ah, she's great. Look at what she did to me. And you see yeah, I'm on pink now. Finally.
I mean, it's a look. I definitely the beard looks good on you, but no,
Thank you. I was
it'll
like, you know what?
It took me a while to get used to the pink.
I love this mini. It looks so good.
It's great. It's a great fucking mini.
It's so nice.
And then
It's just simple farmer dad.
hey, Simeon,
Yeah.
check this out. I like pop my gun, and it's like a little it's like in lettering. It's like Rip Zol, and then there's like a lot of tendrils coming out from the Zol portion. What do you think?
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Oh come on, I have to have someone to remember.
I'm kidding. How's the other one?
You know, he takes after his dad a lot. He's sort of off doing his own thing a lot of the time. Just trying to keep an eye on him. He should be around here somewhere. He always tends to sneak off. Hey, Lox!
Where's Locks currently?
I'm just floating aimlessly like a balloon, like maybe 10 feet behind Ruth, so you would see me like if you look past Ruth. I'm floating aimlessly. I'm like a balloon.
Okay, I get a... I'll just do my arrow on me and throw it at you.
I'm probably used to like people like throwing things at me to like get me to, so I grab the rope and let you tug me back in.
As you're being dragged back to the ground by Ruth, you see your patron standing there staring at Simeon. Make an insight check.
Motherfucker. Character sheet, insight. I got a big number. It's 23.
23. There is murderous intent in his eyes.
Oh, no. I became a dad and now I died.
As I like, you're pulling me in, I'm holding, you said like a rope with one hand. I just kind of point and I go, big guy doesn't like you, to Simeon. I'm pointing next to you. Big guy doesn't like you.
I look to me. What's he's pointing at?
Nothing's there.
What's you talking
Lox,
about?
have you been going through my drinks again?
No.
Have you been going through my drinks again?
Oh, hey, Lonnie.
Also no.
Is there
You
any-
can hear Redacted muttering, I almost had him. Out of all of them, there was one close to the grips of death.
Oh yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, that's me. Alright.
As I'm like a foot above ground, I'll land, walk up to where I see Red, and just be like, well, if you want round two, just say so, right? And you guys just see me talking up at nothing.
I'm gonna lean in towards Simeon. I'm a little worried about him.
It's just like Zol, fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
I'll turn around, I'll put up my hand, and I'll just minor illusions Red's face. And I just pull it down to my face. He talks about you guys a lot. I think he's obsessed.
Yeah, he's in love with me, honestly. I was inside of him. It was kind of cool.
Simeon, you see a small fluttering thing come over to and looking at your pink highlights over on your beard and in your hair. Irie very much digging this new look with all the pink. Very curious of how it was done.
She did something to it. I don't know. She applied color with like some plants and whatever.
She has her way.
It hasn't faded yet. It's been like this for maybe a year at this point. Fucking cool.
She's definitely gotten better. Remember a few times where she just tried to get you to be pink for like maybe a day.
That was the best. I'll ask Stola her secret here, yeah. I'll get it and teach you how to do it. And like give her a small little hug without crushing her to death.
I want to try to pick Simeon's pocket.
Okay, go ahead.
Any container on
Sleight
his
of hand.
side. 11?
What's your passive perception, Simeon?
11.
Oh no.
You reach your hand, trying to get into his pocket. Simeon, you notice it. What do you do?
Is he going for like a small pocket? If it's a small pocket, I'll let it happen. See what's like. He's probably like getting like an apple or a coin or something. Something small, let it happen. I'd probably be like, "Ooh, that's a good pocket to steal from."
Your choice, Locks.
I'll take the first thing that's in there that feels metallic. So if there's coin in there, I'll take it. If it's a pocket knife, I'll take it. But I want metallic things.
I mean, yeah, you'd probably be able to like snatch a coin off of me. I don't have much on my person.
I just take it. I bite it. I swallow it.
Huh?
Yeah, I forget about that.
Neat.
Did the king fill you in on the plan, the war plan?
Eat it.
I mean, he did. Yeah, he did.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been around, military things in a long time, so I'm kind of rusty on making plans.
It's a good plan. As long as we got a good, strong force to punch a hole, which I'm sure we do, seeing everyone gathering here.
Oh, hold on a second, guys.
Hmm?
Are we just all cool with him, like, having the big bad evil guy talking in his head?
We don't
I mean,
know.
You guys don't know this.
Well, didn't he just tell us, more or less?
Did you?
I just
Fox?
referenced him as big guy, and then
But
all
he-
I did was show the minor
He had
illusion.
illusion to, like, show Red's face, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then that's up to you how you're gonna take it.
If you put two and two together, then that's yeah. But all I've said is big guy because he's the big tall guy that I talk to sometimes, and then I just showed you because Simeon was asking what was going on, so I just showed him. This is a big guy.
Simeon would be, not okay with it. Be like, yeah, no, that happens with these guys. He's been around the block.
Simeon, go ahead.
I was just saying, would Zola have this type of thing where she hears Red or no?
No, Zola has
Okay.
nothing.
has
Locke's got everything from Zol. Zola is completely fresh and innocent, like has no idea what's going on type thing.
Got it. Okay.
And Zola
I
is
got the
not
sickness.
with you. You left Zola with your family. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course. She's back on the farm, safe from all this disaster.
To Olani, what was it that you asked the group? If everyone's okay with me having a voice in my head?
Like Alani's like, wait, are we really just, like, just moving on from this topic? I feel
I mean,
like we need to talk about this.
stranger things have happened, and we sort of have to deal with something. So I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with any situation that leads to me having another chance to tear Red's throat out. But
Yeah, I'd like to tear him a new one too.
Why just tear his throat off when you can remove his head from his body?
I think Zol did that at one point.
Logs
Good.
kind of
tearing the
starts
throat, tearing the throat out gives them a few minutes to suffer.
Yeah, but what you really gotta do is you gotta break the joints so they're still like aware of what's happening, and then you go for the throat rip.
That's going a little far.
No,
Mhm.
sorry. I guess. I guess you're not that rough.
I grab my own wrist like if I was trying to choke out my hand, and I just start floating up aimlessly onward to certain doom.
I'm typing something to you. That's in real quick.
Okay.
Last time we checked, Red was dead. So unless Red's alive and this whole Rick's guy brought him back. Not much of a concern. I would say Lox is going a bit cuckoo.
Maybe he
That's
got some
farm
of those
lingo for
memories.
crazy.
So, Milton, what I just sent you is what you heard as that conversation was going between breaths from individuals.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No, he really just likes us.
Okay. Well, you guys can all, as a group, just continue to catch up and move on back to the ship.
Has Stanmore revealed himself, or
Zanmorn has not.
okay?
As you guys are making your way back to the ship, you can look back. You see Calavane behind, a little bit behind you guys, and talking with Galasmaw. And as you guys approach the ship, he's going up with you, and he informs you all that this one last time, he wants to fight with you guys.
Be like good old times.
I like this.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
How high ranking is he military? Would that make the Terrapin the flagship?
It's always been the flagship.
Arath leadership is weird. Technically, yeah, I think technically you got, with him it might be the flagship because King Gore's not going into battle. There's no one else of higher rank in there. It's him, yeah.
Yeah. The flagship isn't necessarily the most powerful ship. It's just the ship that whoever's leading the fleet is on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm thinking like the Arath system doesn't have their higher ranking guys in this fray. They'll be in the next ones.
Smart.
The Feyren people don't really have that. They're just nobility and people who they put in charge of certain things and delegate those tasks. The Svar War King would be, but he's technically not leading his own ship. He's going to be managing and strategizing with in mouth with King Gore and the Voice. So yeah, it would be you guys with the flagship. Damn, I didn't think about that. That's nuts. Good luck, guys.
Uh-oh.
Don't get fucking
blown
blown
I
up.
don't think that's gonna happen with a new father and old captain. Nothing bad.
Yeah,
about it.
No stress, if you get the Terrapin blown up,
Father's
the
Day
entire
is
chain of
Indian.
command collapses. Just don't
It's
get
gonna
blown
be
up.
great. Can't wait.
God, fucking.
So, you guys all get on the ship, catch up, whatever you guys wish to do. But in that time, Mouth has been moving and getting closer to where this battle took place. A little bit more ways away, considering how Rix has been on the move for a while. As soon as you guys get in as soon as Mouth gets close enough to where it would be ideal to set up, then it's just you guys waiting here, and then you can go off. But it'll be a little bit, so if you guys want to do anything, you can. Otherwise, we'll just jump to it.
Okay.
Simeon would approach Lox, wherever he is.
Yeah, just bumbling through like the hallways like a balloon bouncing off the wall slowly and just kind of muttering to himself. So either if you come from behind or head on, it's your call.
Yeah, I'd be head on. Like, hey, Lox.
I kind of just stop and hang in front of you. Hey.
You want to hear about your sister at all? She kind of misses you.
The loud one?
Yeah, she's really growing into her own her own skin, you know.
Huh. Okay.
So she was wanting me to tell you that she hopes she doesn't become evil, and if you do become evil, that you don't kill her. That she really misses you and she loves you.
Did she do that to your face?
Yeah, she did.
Did you do anything to hers?
No, I braided her hair, but that's about it.
If you do anything to her, I'll kill you.
No, of course not.
Alright. And I'll just turn invisible and disappear from in front of you.
All right.
Um,
Wow, this is nice. This saw you.
as that conversation finishes and you take in the surrounding Simeon, Zorando sees you and calls out to you. Excuse me, Simeon. That's right. Yes, I looked at the flashcard. Simeon, do you need any weapon upgrades?
Holy shit! You in common?
It is a difficult task, but yes.
I'm so proud. I'm so impressed. Good work. Let's see. I mean, my weapons are kind of my hands and my brain. Anything you can do to those?
I do not believe so, but we did find this weird staff, but no one wanted it. If you wish to keep it, and he gives you this staff. There is a transparent crystal. It's a transparent crystal staff that can be wielded as a quarterstaff. This is the item I gave you before the session. I just want to make it clear how you got your weapon since you're not traveling anymore. So you got your staff that you can use. You can use the time to attune it, obviously, if you wish to. But you have something else at your disposal if you wish to do so. Once that's done, Zanmorn takes a seat nearby from where you're standing and pulls out his mug and calls for Ruth to fill it up in Celestial. Ruth, you having heard this many times already, you know what he's saying, and you're able to give him his usual, which is just straight ale.
Cool.
On the house, as per usual.
Oh, it's nice. That's how I got this stuff. Neat.
Oh, also, actually, speaking of, I noticed there's an item that I think got added to my character sheet that I do not recognize and remember us talking about.
I gave one item to everybody.
You probably forgot it on your multiple journeys and adventures and collections of
So
stories.
if you're talking about the jewelry, it is something legitimately. I gave everybody one thing that is like powerful, to a degree.
Okay.
So you can use it if you want to. It is just to explain away in this time you found something.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the other thing that Aulani got was effectively her item or not.
No, you got this. The other thing, I believe we said you can just do.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check your character sheets. There is one new item for everybody. Use it if you wish to. If not, doesn't matter. It could help, or it could screw up with all your plans. Who knows? Just depends on how you use it. So, is there anything else you guys wish to discuss? RP.
They're drinking in the tavern area, right?
Yeah, at one point, Ruth would definitely be like, on the main, what did we call it? Alarm system? No, shoot, the tubes that we use to talk to all the rooms. That would be like, one last call for drinks before the fight. Good luck, John.
That has all been scrapped because now it's a much wide open space that you can. Everyone on this side of it can basically hear what's going on, and most people just kind of congregate into this space, so you don't really have to say anything. Okay. Whereas over where the Spelljammer is, it's soundproof, so Calavane doesn't have to hear all your bullshit back there. Unless she wants to, which means she'll open the door.
Got it. Yeah, I'll just yell toward the back, just a general like drinks for those who want it. And you said not Zanmorn.
Rando.
Is a Rando got a drink?
Correct.
This wouldn't be the first time it's happened. This would have happened before, but seeing Sorrento drinking, there's like a soft thud as I'm like laying basically back to the ceiling, and then the creak of the chassis opening, and then a slow, long black drip comes out of the cockpit as I'm trying to make it into his drink. It's like a little soft game / prank I would play on him, just trying to drop a slow black drip of ichor into his cup to see if he notices.
In Zorando's drink?
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand check.
As Zorando got his ale, I'd probably also pass over a shot, like, for the upcoming battle, if he could choose to take it.
He won't.
Okay.
One second. What did you roll? Lux?
16.
He doesn't see it.
So it makes contact, and I cut it off, and it's just a slight plop as it all enters. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to just spit in someone's drink.
What's wrong with you? I see you there, right? Like, you're not invisible?
No, I'm not invisible, but I'm like, I levitated just basically to where the ceiling is, so I'm just back up against the ceiling, like, not laying on the floor, but laying on the top.
Hey, Lux.
Yeah.
You want some Ruth beer?
No.
Oh, come on. I made it special just for you.
No.
Okay, you're lost.
Okay.
Not used to snooze like this new character.
It's a man of few words.
Very.
Okay. If there is nothing else,
If you do take it, you get 6 temp HP.
It's been so long since I've used Tailspire. I'm trying to remember how to like rotate the camera up and down. Like tilt the camera.
use the scroll wheel.
They click it in.
That is zoom in and out.
No, you click it.
Click it.
And then
Click it. Hold it as a button.
Okay, well, it's not working well on my laptop.
oh, that's true.
Oh.
You don't have a mouse. You could use...
I mean, I have a trackpad, and it has a middle click, but it doesn't seem to. Tailspire doesn't seem to recognize the middle click.
Oof. Well, that's gonna be an interesting time for you then.
Yeah, can I keybind that?
Is Zanmorn skittering around?
Zanmorn,
Openly.
are you skittering around?
I'm stealth.
What's your roll? Let's take a look.
Here, let me roll again.
The last one was 28. This next one is 28. No one sees him.
Okay. Darn, that's the lowest you're ever going to get. Fuck.
Okay. I can move the camera in every way except tilting it. I am stuck at like a 45-degree angle.
Just trying to find a nice place to hide.
Oh, nothing fannies.
Hey, Simeon, do you want to drink before the battle?
Why not?
Your usual?
Nah, give me an old fashioned.
Oh, okay. Here's a monkey's paw, and then I'll give you a little small shot. This is actually for the battle. I'm calling it.
What'd you just call me? Call me a monkey's paw?
No, the drink is called monkey's paw.
Still racist as ever. Never change, Ruth. Never change.
Sparky's.
You really gotta just nip that in the bud, dude. All your characters can't be racist. I can't have this.
I'm not. It's a name. Oh my god. How is it
well,
any way racist?
So you guys just clipped through the floor.
Fuck you, Lego.
You might be in the next level.
I think I am.
I have another small thing. The way I, in the years, have messed with Zorando's drinks, Ruth, you would have caught on that I don't like you handing me anything directly, so after you offered the drink, I would have tried to snuck around and still take it anyways.
Yeah, probably it'll be there in front of the counter for those who take it.
Sparky, you are fixed.
Thanks, Lobo. That was weird.
Yeah.
Sparky,
you were technically on top of one of the vehicles down there. That's why it was weird.
Yeah. Sparky's going to emerge from the med bay and actually go up to the social area.
All right.
Oh shit! Sparky's out and about. Things have changed.
I just remembered where
I have to
Fluffy was
actually
hiding.
move with arrow keys. I have to actually move with arrow keys because I can't like click and drag properly.
That'll be good because I will recommend everyone use arrow keys. Just use those for movement when we get into the ship. Which, if there's nothing else, let's just get into it, guys. So, you arrive. You feel a little bit of like, you know that feeling when you're in an elevator and all of a sudden it stops and you just feel like everything kind of lurches a bit?
Yep.
You get that strange feeling, and then you just hear commotion happening outside the ship, and then you feel the ship come to life as Kala is bringing it up and going. The Terrapin takes off and heads out of the mouth, and as you guys are doing whatever it is you wish to do, Irie is giving you guys the update. She was with Calavine beforehand, letting you guys know that we're heading off. The Rix and his fleet is close, and to get ready. You guys can go out, man cannons, do whatever you wish to do, but as you go, you do see many other ships. A whole fleet is coming through. You guys are kind of being sandwiched into the middle a bit, as others take defensive positions around you in all directions and kind of shielding the Terrapin. Let me make sure I follow this information in front of me before I continue. As all these ships make their way through, all of you in a big cluster get through. You can see the fleet making maneuvers, and the battle begins. There is cannon fire and ballista shots and laser cannons and all sorts of different things being shot off all around. You feel the ships buckle a bit and sway. Calivan gets control again and continues to progress forward. You can hear the massive blast in the distance from the Gunton bombards shooting off and punching a hole. Anyone who would be situated closer to Calivan would hear the sending stones going off, and the other captains of their ships relaying information and then wishing you guys luck as a massive explosion goes off in front of your ship. Calivan punches and goes straight through, and you guys see that not only is what little ships were between you and the dreadnought are completely destroyed, but there is a hole into this massive ship, and Calivan doesn't care. She goes straight into it.
Fuck yeah.
So, let's jump into the map. And
Take a
let me
chug
grab
of
your
Ruth here.
minis first before you guys show up and place them on
Just
the
so it's
board.
known, I'd take the shot from Ruth, so I get those temp HP.
Yeah, if no one else is taking one, I'm going to take my own shot.
I
Xandorn,
also took it.
Papa
Yeah, Mark.
Simeon,
How many do you
Ruth.
have available?
Left. I still have 4 available for those who want to take a Ruth beer shot.
Galismaw, and I don't see
Great name.
Caliban. Okay.
I mean, Aulani has a lot of HP and defenses, so I'm wondering if it should go to someone squishier.
Just take it, man. There's not many of us here.
All right.
Everyone's minis are here.
Motherfucker.
How much temp HP does that grant me?
6. It's not a lot, but it's something. And
It's something.
It has a tasty ginger feel to it, you know.
Everyone has access to
You know
their
what?
minis, correct?
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone can move.
Yep.
Awesome.
Alternatively, again, because of the time jump, the way I'm used to. No! I'll get to levitate here.
You can sugarcoat all of it, but for this, so you don't, because let's put all our cards on the table. You are infamous for just yeeting your minis, regardless of whether they're on the ground or not. Be on the ground. It'll make life easier for all of us. But if you want to say you're flying, just let us know.
Yeah, I'm levitating. And again, when we're going into a weird, creepy space, Ruth, you would be used to a rope dropping in front of your face.
Okay.
And, pull me along.
Are you my balloon?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I need to, I'll fly, but for the most part, I try not to fly, so I just levitate, because they're two different things I have to do.
So,
mechanically,
now,
just so I know, are you within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, you can pull me in as close as you want, unless
right.
I give
So,
more slack.
now, the ship goes straight through and sort of does a crash landing. Calivan gets off the Spelljammer and immediately places Edwin in charge, him being the first mate.
That's right.
Edwin, Irie, and Zorando are left on the ship to keep it safe, just as a precaution, and they have access to a sending stone to contact her if something happens, and they have a whole arsenal as well as two heavily armed individuals, and then Edwin. So you all disembark, and it is eerily quiet. There is little light. For those of you with dark vision, this is what you see. For those without, you need a torch. It is not ideal lighting in here. You do not see anything moving about. For those of you with dark vision, for those of you with a sense about you, it is just silence other than the battle behind you in space.
How cold is it?
There is no need for an air bubble. You guys are perfectly fine in here. It is within the gravitation. If it is within the ship to where the air is not a factor, it is a moderate temperature. You guys don't feel any discomfort in any way. Just this eerie silence. For Lox, it is broken by the maniacal laughter of Redacted, who is reveling in all of this. The entire time that Calavane was taking the ship, maneuvering through the battle and getting to the dreadnought, Lox, you just kept hearing Redacted go on his classic monologues, and you got to the point where you tuned this stuff out, because every time you guys are in a sticky situation in your travels, he would just start going on monologues, and mostly it's to do with how all of you are going to die, it's finally happening, blah blah blah. And that time it was different, but it was still mostly the same. It was just now he kept using Rick's will avenge him.
I just, as I'm used to it, mutter under my breath, yeah, whatever. And I'm gonna send out for red dancing lights to like corner our perimeter for the group, for the people that can't see or need a torch.
Sparky is going to pull out, at this point, a very familiar crossbow to everyone that is still slightly glowing.
All right.
And that's my torch.
So who are we going to have to lead this pack? Oh.
Lonnie's taking the lead. Gallus would also be up ahead a bit as well. I should put him here, so he's in the middle. Kala would be right here. And as far as you guys know, it is just the 7 of you.
Fucking 7.
As far as you guys know.
Has Red made it aware that he's aware of Zanmorn at all? Has he ever talked about him?
Yes. Anytime that he's been around, and you guys are talking, he would occasionally stop, and he would make a comment about a roach crawling around.
Great.
But anytime Zanmorn gets close, he does take notice.
Okay.
It's just a matter of if you can identify when he notices him.
Yeah, he knows, but he's not telling me where he is, and I just have to like put together that he's sensing someone.
Yeah. Usually the telltale sign of him, making that comment or just stopping his conversation. That is a good tell, but whenever there's nothing for him to do or nothing that you guys are discussing, you would never really know, because he's not actively looking at him. He kind of thinks of Zanmorn as lesser than.
Ouch.
Right in the heart.
I mean, by comparison, he wasn't around to kill him.
Nope.
So, if you guys wish, you can head towards the door, and I'll just preemptively open it for you.
Onwards to an adventure.
To glory. What? Does this look like every other a Dark End ship that we've seen so far?
This is a different ship entirely. Again, I described the dreadnought already. This is what that is.
Okay, sorry.
We're on the dreadnought. Got it.
Let's leave it.
Is the door already open?
No, it is not. I opened it just to make this easier for everybody. So as you guys are approaching, Alani and Gallus, you lead into charge. Alani, you see this door, and as you step close, it opens on its own.
Guess they're
Fancy.
expecting us.
Alani goes up to her and goes, "Aw, I wanted to rip it off its hinges."
I was going to smash it into two if you weren't going to do it.
We could have smashed it apart together.
Oh, you're sweet.
We're a bunch of lesbians.
Jesus.
Are we supposed to be like looking for traps? Dude, is that their style? I forget.
I don't think it was their style. They were very direct in wanting us dead.
Okay, I like it. I like a good conversation, right? Conversation.
Calavane will chime in saying, if some of you recall, and she looks around the group, the only ones that would recall are actually dead or gone.
No, recall.
Shit.
There
No
was a ship that had multiple traps and killed just about everyone who investigated it. Be careful.
Komodo.
Eyes open. Search for traps.
Thanks, Kala.
So, if anyone wants to make a search for traps, that would be an investigation check.
I'm a trap searching boy.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You want? Yeah.
So
you
go
wanna
ahead.
Get the up.
Both of you do that.
So you want to look up and I look down.
How's the 17 sound?
Both of you got 17. Very nice. Because of where you guys are situated, I'll go ahead and say, Sparky, you're searching the general vicinity of where you guys are all standing. Lox, you're just looking at the doorway itself and a little beyond it as you're kind of just levitating right around that area. You guys don't notice anything that could be a trap or could trigger any sort of mechanism. Sparky, there just seems to be a hall with walls and a floor. There's no indicators of any sort. Locks. There doesn't seem to be anything on the door or anything on the floor into that hallway.
I'll touch down after the investigation, and I'll mutter out to Red if he can hear. Come on. You don't want to see us die in a hallway, right? You want to see us get there? Anything ahead?
Depends on the hallway. And you watch as he disappears next to you, and you look up towards the hallway. You have dancing lights going on, correct?
Yeah.
Where your last light is, a little ways ahead of you, you see him there. And he looks back at you and begins to take steps forward, and then he disappears.
Fucking creepy.
It's a hell of a hallucination I got.
It's a constant.
I know. I live with this.
Is the coast clear, Lox? Sorry.
I'll just quietly start taking steps as I'm asked that.
Oh shit! Better catch up.
How long is this hallway?
I
can't tilt my view. I can't tell.
It is fairly long.
Damn.
It's a big one.
A long hallway.
So let's move everyone in a bit more. Everyone get in that area, please.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I just want to close it.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
As you guys enter through, the door closes. If you guys turn around and try to exit, it opens again. Just so you know.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're not trapped. It is just automated. That's all it is. So as you guys enter into this space, it's still dark. But what lights you have going on around you and ahead of you, you you can see the wall on the left side is different from the wall on the right side. The right side has ridges and looks kind of like the hall where you guys just came from. The other one is this different sort of material. It's a bit reflective in a way. And as you touch it, it's cool to the touch. And it has a slight reflection. It's not very good. You can't like get a great look at yourself. It's not warping your vision. It's just kind of it's like a very tarnished, dirty mirror. So you can see slightly, but it's not a good look. But as you progress forward, the degradation of this wall gets a little bit better in some spots and worse in others. And you guys can just progress down this hallway. It is still the same sort of thing. It is not uncomfortable. It's not overtly hot or overtly cold in this space. You guys have plenty of air, and it is still dark.
Onwards.
Let me catch up to
The further. Okay, go ahead.
I'm
For
trying to
some
stay
reason,
right.
it keeps
I'm trying to stay
moving me
right
10
next to
feet every
Zol.
time I press the button, and I don't know why.
Oh, not on the wall. Trying to stay right next to Zol in case he gets up later.
As we're walking forward, Simeon would roll up his sleeves, revealing his bracers that he's never taken off. Wants to shower. He's like, oh, I haven't used these guys in a long time, and then just cast Mage Armor.
All right.
You off the lice.
A fork in the path.
Everybody make a perception check for me.
First
You
roll.
guys all have normal rolls. If you have advantage for some reason, just go ahead. But there's no disadvantage because of lighting, because you guys have made it very apparent you have torches and lights and all sorts of things going on.
Yeah.
Seems good.
All right, so we got
How did I roll?
good
lower
roll,
than my
good roll,
passive?
good rolls.
Oh.
Boy, my laptop is struggling a little bit with the 3D dice.
The mobile app is better for rolling in that type of situation. It rolls
Yeah.
quicker.
Yep.
To be fair, Simeon is towards the back.
Hold on, I think I have.
Oh,
I have a
There
face.
it is.
Aloni, got them eyeballs on you. Got them peepers.
Zamorn, real quick, give me another stealth check, just to make sure. Just to make sure.
We will
I'd love
notice
to
you at one point.
Never mind, you're good.
Jesus Christ.
Never mind.
37.
Natural 20 for a 37. Fucking shit, dude.
We will notice you once. I swear
We'll
to God.
never notice him.
Wait a minute. Just none of us. Well, Sparky knew he existed, right?
I think.
Sparky from the very first session?
Sparky has been around
Yeah.
for a long time. He just never interacted with Sandmorn.
I just had a real shit schedule.
It's okay. We just want to know. if
Well,
someone
here's the thing.
knows.
Zamorn's never been seen unless he wanted people to see him, which was never. And he never got hurt because he would hit something and then disappear.
I'm a
one
legend.
hit wonder.
Aulani is convinced that Zanmorn is some like old friend party who died, and just no one's ever really gotten over the loss, and they just kind of still pretend he's
Fair.
around.
That's fair.
No one
So,
knows I'm here, so.
with your perceptions, Simeon, it's been a long time since you've been doing
I'm
this
rusty.
adventuring shit.
Yeah.
You're kind of bumping into people. You kind of hit something. You're not quite sure what it was. Behind you is a bit darker than ahead of you. Meanwhile, internally, Xanamorn's laughing because he almost tripped Simeon. Sparky, your perceptions being the lowest on the high end, you're more focused on you can see a bit of what's going on around you, but the way the light reflects off of the wall distracts you slightly, as it seems a bit weird because it's a reflective surface, but it's not a mirror. For you guys on the high end, which is Lux, Ruth, Zanmorn, and Alani, looking down the hall to your right and ahead of you, you don't see the makings of a door anywhere. But you guys can still go toward those halls to the end and investigate for yourselves. But at first glance, you don't see anything. It's just a dead end.
I have a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Alani wants to go to that end, like kind of knock on the wall to like hear if she can like hear if there's a room on the other side or if it just goes out into space.
The one ahead of you or to the right?
The one where there's no door.
There's two hallways. The one you're going straight down and the one that curves to the right. There's nothing on either end. So which one? Forward or right?
Okay, then the one straight ahead of us first.
Okay.
Be careful.
Let's just for your sake, let's just not move anything for that. You rush ahead, or however you wish to go ahead. Slow, rush forward. Make an investigation check as you inspect this to see if there's a door hidden there.
Oh, I'm less good at that. Okay, I might need to use the mobile app. This laptop just cannot handle the 3D dice on D&D Beyond. Where's my phone? I started rolling this die like 30 seconds ago.
Hey, Lux.
Yeah.
Do you have the explosives?
I'll rummage around.
That is
Yeah.
exactly
But
what
they're
I was
dusty.
going to suggest if I could. Yeah, if I could tell that the other side of the wall was like went into another room, I was going to suggest we just blow a hole in the wall.
Okay, so you got a 9. Oh wow, no modifiers. Okay. With a 9, you go over to the wall. You inspect it, look at it. You hit it to see if it's if there might be something on the other side. Listen. You can't tell. It seems pretty solid. It is just a wall there. From what you can tell.
How confident are you guys that there should be a room over here?
No, it's first time being here. It's could expect anything.
I wouldn't risk punching us into the vacuum of space on a whim.
No, we'll be okay.
Don't ships in this setting have like a bubble of air around them anyway?
Yes, there's already a
large. Only certain ships?
There's a large hole already in the ship that you guys came through. You're not blocking it, but you still have air. As long as you're within that radius, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's no downside here. Let's just blow it up.
Just
what could go wrong?
Famous last words.
I can't wait to find out.
Sure.
Do you want us to like, maybe go over there and find some weak points, or you just want to chuck it?
I am not the expert with these.
I look over to Locks. Scared.
I look back at you. Well, I don't use them. I just have them.
Well, I guess your dad used them. You're usually the one, but if you didn't want to, I'm sure any of us here would try it.
I toss you a bindle of 3.
Yeah, I see. I'm banned from using those ever again, specifically around this one, as I point to Alani.
Like how
Give
you
him
just
here.
toss explosives.
Yeah, I still tossed it up at you. If you're gonna catch it, you catch it. If not, it's falling.
I guess I caught it. Alani.
Well, I'm
Yep.
aware of it this time, so it's more allowable.
Okay, just okay. I'm going to walk up to the wall and try to find like any weak points.
Okay.
This
Just tell
time, if you blow me up, it's really on me.
Yeah, just tell me if I need to stop at all.
Just go over there and you just be over there getting it ready. Unless you want to throw it over there, light it and throw it.
No, I'm looking for weak points and then setting up the TNT.
Make an investigation check. Locks. You look around a bit, kind of unsure what the fuck to do, and you see in the reflective surface to your left, Redacted is standing there in that reflection, almost like he's taking your spot, looking back at you. And what is the point of this? Blowing up a hole to possibly get through?
Is there like a knock or something? There's no door.
Did you think it would be easy?
Well, from what I hear, you were.
Then by all means. And then he disappears.
I'm gonna just kind of like poke at the space he was in. Oh.
All right. You poke at the wall. You feel it's cold to the touch. Make a perception check.
Okay, Percepto Checo. This one. Ouch. 10.
10. It's good enough. You're just looking at this reflective surface. It's a bit better where you're at, where Redacted was standing. And through that reflection, you see behind you. Let me use a marker real quick. Right around here. There's a knife in the reflection, but when you turn around, there's no knife there. And then as you continue to look, you can see what looks to be a passageway, but it's in the wrong spot.
I would tug on Gallus's coat. Hey, big guy. You see anything right there?
Are you pointing to the wall, or are you pointing toward the reflection?
Like, yeah, pointing into the wall. Like, just do you kind of see something?
No, it's a wall.
Could have sworn I saw. So okay, so right here where Lox is looking,
It is just a wall.
Looks, and the reflection I saw was
The
as if it
reflection
were
you can
through
continue to look through and see there is a knife in there.
How would I bring this up to someone?
So
I'm
let's
gonna
go back
like
real quick.
Go ahead.
Ruth, you did an 11 on your investigation check. Yep. It's a solid structure. It's just a wall. It doesn't seem like there's any particular spot. I'd say use your best judgment where you want to put it. There's no weak points.
I got 3 of them, so I'll just set up 2 on the sides, 1 in the middle, try to get the fuses to go to the center. And
okay.
that's all I'll do, and then
you light it?
Yep, I'm going to be like, fire in the hole, light the match, and go back.
All right. You light it. It goes off. There's a loud explosion. It rings through the chamber. Smoke billows in that area. And then as it subsides, you see that the wall is undamaged. The surrounding walls onto the left and to the right are undamaged. But you do hear this roaring of movement around you.
That's not good.
Is it just like the echo of the explosion, or that's like animalistic? or
No,
creature?
that echo's long gone at this point.
Okay. Is this place alive?
Oh, I certainly hope so. It makes what we did a lot funnier.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
You guys are gonna get. Let me get my phone real quick so I can set this up. Because you did something really interesting. Where is my timer?
If it's a giant creature, we may have literally just shoved dynamite up its ass.
All right.
Oh,
Here's what
that's
happens.
funny. Yeah.
You have 3 minutes to figure out what to do. After 3 minutes, something's gonna happen. Ready? Go. What are you doing?
Realizes he has a tattoo on his head and just goes ghostly. He goes, I forgot I could do this.
All right. Well, so I mean, Alani walks back over to the others and goes, "Have you guys figured out anything?"
You just see Locks kind of pawing at the wall like a cat. Does anyone see the thing in the reflection? As I'm like frustratedly patting the wall down.
Okay.
I say,
Alani looks in the mirror. Does
I'll
she
also look in
see
the mirror.
anything?
I'm looking over
Make perception check.
you. Okay.
Ruth, what did you say?
I'm looking over Lonnie at the same thing.
Perception checks.
Perception check. How do I do that on the app? Skills.
Open
Man's
skills.
just gonna walk through the wall.
Perception.
You're gonna walk through the wall?
15.
Yep, where Lox is pointing.
All right, let's give me 1 second. 14 and 15. You look through. You do see the what he's talking about on the wall. There's something there. It's a knife, but you also see a bit a ways back. There looks to be a hallway that doesn't exist on your side. Or the hallway's in the wrong spot even. So real quick, you went ghostly. What does that do specifically, Simeon?
I can walk through objects as if it's difficult terrain. Creatures and solid objects.
Okay. As you try to walk through that wall, through the reflective surface, you bounce back.
So does Aulani see? Does Aulani see like the misplaced hallway and stuff too?
Yes, you both see that.
I got an idea.
Okay, so Aulani is going to facing the mirror, like sort of walk backwards into the misplaced hallway, like looking at the mirror.
You walk backwards. You see the hallway at your back through the reflection, and as you continue to walk back, you feel your back hit the wall, and now you're pressed up against the wall.
Damn.
I got an idea. Does anyone have a spare knife that they don't want anymore?
I toss you a dagger.
I think
Okay, you got a dagger.
I got the dagger. I'm going to, with all my strength, to shove it in the wall where the knife is at.
Okay. You do so. Actually, make a strength check just to see how well, how much force you put behind this and where the fucking knife gets up to with the blade.
Is it okay? Just straight up strength.
Just straight check.
Okay. I tossed him a dagger +2 because I don't use it anymore.
That's fine.
So that's a 14 on strength.
14 on strength. Good. You stab it in. It looks basically how the other one does, and perfect timing. 2 minutes 58 seconds. As you stab it into there, you see the reflective wall start to ripple.
Oh.
Neat.
Alani, your back's to this hall. You're looking ahead at this rippling wall now. The reflection becomes more clear now. And you can see that there is a hallway behind you. But it's not there as you're pressed up against the wall where there should be a space there. What do you guys do?
Wait, so just to be clear, that is now you can now go into there, or
That
is it gone?
odd left side wall is rippling. What do you do?
I move forward into it.
All right, you guys go through the wall, and as you do, the roaring of movement, as soon as you pass through there, becomes a cacophony of sound. And as you look down the hall where you would have came from, where your ship crash landed into, it opens and you see a massive swarm of Thrycreen dashing towards you, rushing towards your group. You look to the other side where there was just where you would set off the TNT, and there is a hole being carved out by more Thrycreen as they're pouring through. They're beastly, savage-like. And you guys do see... Let me see if I can get this to work first. I hope you guys can see that. You see the new hallway pop up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see the hallway. That's cool.
Excellent.
Is that where we walked into?
That is what you see now. And you're in this new hallway. I need you guys to fucking book it. So,
cool.
we're gonna do this. Everyone needs to stop for a moment. You guys are in the hallway for sure. Just stop where you were. That's fine. Make sure you're just in the hallway though. So see me just get in past them.
Got it.
How wide is this hallway?
Not very wide. What you see here is basically as much as it is. You guys are kind of shoulder to shoulder, basically. And what happens is we're gonna have everybody roll initiative. This is not combat. This is to make sure we have a structure to order of how each person does what they want to do. So, you guys have a couple of rounds. These guys are fast. I believe they are. Let's see. They have 90 movement, so they will catch up to you guys. Let me get a mini, just so we can have something.
They have 90?
They have 90?
I have 30.
Base movement, dash, and then bonus action dash 90 altogether.
Okay.
I'll catch up to most of the party.
Yeah, but the other thing is, if you guys are going to try to stop them, that's going to slow your progression. As well, you don't know what's ahead of you.
Monk movement speed is dumb.
Were they hit by just to be clear, they weren't heading towards the turtle pin at all, right? They were just going toward the TNT.
They're headed towards you. They came from the doorway that you guys came from, where the terror pin was, and they came from where you blew a hole or where you blew up the TNT on the wall. And they clawed their way out of a hole in that wall on the mirror side.
Oh, okay.
You did, just to be clear, you didn't make that hole.
Yeah, I got what you were put. Yeah, that.
So we'll have it be like this, real quick. Big. I closed that door, dog. How the fuck did you open it?
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Okay. Move him right there. So let's see who's going first. It is Lux, then Simeon, then Sparky, then Alani, then Zanmorn, then Ruth.
Oh, okay.
I will have. Yeah, I will have the other guys go after you, Ruth. So, give me 1 second while I close my door. But Lux, go ahead and what are you gonna do?
You said it's not combat, so I just want to ask: is it a situation where I can like hold an action until people are away from the door?
Yes. Again, it's not going to be like your entire thing is you're trying to get your objective done. This isn't about fighting. If this was combat, you'd be standing there trying to kill all of them. If you get caught, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to die.
How do I say this? I'm trying to pull a Lila with the imps. I have a thing for as long as to stopgap what's going on at the door. I just need them away from it safely. So I'll start floating. Anyone near me will see me pull out the flail that Red used to hold, and I'm gonna start whirling it around over my head. Get away from the door. And I'm holding gravity sinkhole for the second they're with the out of the radius, the people closest to that door.
Okay, sounds good. Simeon.
Yeah, just since I know it's like we gotta go, and we don't know what's on this hall, and me alone here can be the scouts. I'm just gonna full movement dash. So that's 100 feet. So I get to dare.
Yep. Oh, a little bit more.
There you go.
Very nice.
And then as I get to this door, can I just like perception check like what's going on this side if it's more dangerous?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Got them. Perception. 15.
With a 15, let me see what can be done with this without revealing too much. Let's do it. You do see a door. You're not close enough to see if it's automated, and you don't know if it could be locked, but you do see a door. It does appear to be just like the other doors.
I still have my bonus action. I'll just I use the key point to go to that. Can I dash again with the bonus action key point?
Yeah.
You use your action to dash, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonus action.
Step of
the wind.
Step of the wind. There we go.
Step on that wind.
Can I actually make it? Oh yeah. Boink.
Okay. And as you progress forward, the door doesn't open.
It doesn't open?
Does not open.
Okay.
With that perception check, though, you can see what looks like some sort of odd keyhole in the center. It looks like you would need. Yeah, that perception check's good enough. It looks like a piece of the door is missing, and what would be somewhat of like a pyramid shape would be pressed up against it.
Okay, and then my free action is go. Door locked. Need key. Pyramid. If they can even hear me this far, but worth a shot.
Your voice does echo a bit. Anyone with a high passive perception can hear you. Anyone else would hear just the scurrying of these creatures. All right, so
when you say,
next up is Sparky. All right, go
on. When you say high passive perception, like 15 and above or 20 and above?
I'd say a 15. I'd say 15 to like 17, maybe 18. You can make out like that Simeon is saying something. Anything higher than that, you'd be like, okay, we need to figure out how to unlock this door.
Okay, because I've got 18 passive. That's what I was like.
Yeah, you hear it. You know that the door's locked.
Okay. All right, door's locked. First, I'm going to move out of the doorway so we don't get knocked in the head by a flail. And then I'm going to I'm going to make an investigation check to see if I can see a key in this hallway.
Go
just
ahead.
showing on the
Check.
ground.
That'll be a free action, just investigation.
All right. Oh shit! Nat 20.
Nice. I'm very sorry. There is no key
Damn.
in this hallway. I am so sorry.
That's bad. I'm going to continue to move down the hallway, though. I'll use my action to dash to get 60 feet. Fuck, where was I? Is there... about better. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna talk to, it was Simeon that said it, right?
Yep.
Because now that I'm a little closer, does it look like he can be picked?
I don't know. Do I would know that?
It's not a massive thing you would need to fit in there. It is going to be like the same size of like a key or a small object. You could try.
It's not the size that matters; it's how you use it.
Damn right.
All right.
We could certainly try.
I'm now regretting not taking knock. Damn it. All right.
So happy that a barbarian thing to do actually got us through the hallway. Stab knife into a...
Anything else, Sparky?
So I'm out of movement, so that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Alani. Just take your movement and get over there already.
Alrighty, well, before I do that, does anything in the direction of the thri-kreen appear flammable?
No, because you guys have already been in this hallway and inspecting things already. You know, it's kind of like stone, and there's no flammable objects here. The stone wasn't flammable because when the TNT went off, nothing really happened.
How far away are the thri-kreen?
I put them where they are on there, but when it gets to their turn, which will be at the top of the order, they will begin charging through the door. So they are, if you're going to do like an AoE type thing, I'd say like this is where one chunk is, and the other chunk would be mirrored on the opposite side.
Okay. Well, they're not quite like into the hallway yet, so...
And that's basically just the front. It is the entire hall is full of them.
Well, the idea was if I burn a couple in the front, it could slow the ones behind them down.
I mean, let's be real here. Even if you stay in the back of the pack to do that, you'll still get to the door before most of these guys will.
Yeah,
well, that was kind of my idea, is that I have my base movement is 60, so I can kind of afford to do basically like a fighting retreat.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want them to be in the hallway first, because otherwise, like, I'd have to like go out into that intersection, and I don't want to do that.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Alani is just gonna go ahead and who's the slowest in the party?
Think
It's kind of rude to say. I think we're all bright and intellectual.
yeah, we're all around 30 or higher.
Yeah, there's just the two
Okay.
monks. Just the two of you are the fastest.
Okay, no, I was just wondering if there's like anyone slower that like Alani could like try and carry. Yeah, so Alani's gonna go see what's going on with this door, and be prepared that if lockpicking attempts fail, brute force may be required.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could move Aulani, because it's
Right.
my tail
So
spider
how
is very,
much
very
movement
laggy, so
then?
moving her isn't great. Um,
You have
I mean, I can
60.
get 120 feet. I can do 120 feet just by like move and then dash.
All right. You are basically like near. You can see the fucking door. You see the hole, where the lock would, the key would go into the lock, and you see Simeon there. You're 5 feet apart.
Who's next?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Zanmorn. Man, Ruth, high initiative still lasts.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought
That's-
17 would be like middle of the park.
I also
So
have
many
initiatives.
deck-based characters.
Yeah, I have initiative and
20.
the advantage on initiative, and I rolled the exact same. Feels bad.
All
All right,
right.
I'm
I
going.
don't want to be dex based, but you have to be dex based in pen and paper on Monk.
You don't have to be
Well,
strength-based on a barbarian. You could be dex-based.
All right, so let's get Zanmorn's turn going,
All right.
guys.
he lets you do strength based Monk.
Hey, that's enough. Zanmorn, you're up.
I'm going to do the move. Where is this? How do you do? Okay,
If you push M
got it.
and then click on the little guy, you can just grab him. And it'll show how far he'll move as you moving him.
That's too much. Okay. All right. I have 30 movement, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move, and then I'm going to dash, and then I'm just gonna hug the wall to the right, and then that's it.
You can bonus action dash, or
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna do
actually,
that to stealth.
doing that to stealth.
All right, make your stealth check.
Damn it. Forever stealthed.
27 and 27.
Fucking hell.
Theoretically, if you got trapped in the Thrycreen wave, would you get caught?
Hmm.
While you guys would get ripped apart, he would suffer crushing damage because they don't see him. They just kind of go all over him, and he get crushed to death.
Okay.
Okay. Ruth, you're up.
What is the Captain Carla doing?
Say that again.
What is Captain Ma and Carla doing?
Kala.
Kala, sorry.
They are after you. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going. I thought they would be gone by now.
Again, this is all taking place within the same 6 seconds. All of you are rushing ahead. We're going in same initiative order though, so they're last. What are you doing?
Got it. I'm going to use 20 of my feet to get up to Locks, and hold my action to grab him and continue moving.
Okay. So you're holding a dash action.
Yes, holding a dash.
Okay. Let's do Kala first.
Should give me 60.
Let's make sure. I don't think she's at 30. Yeah, she is.
Although,
She's gonna do 30 feet. Bing. I need to make sure I have everything I need for her to do things. Okay. Action dash. And she can bonus action. Yep. Uses one of these. She's gonna teleport 30 feet ahead for a bonus action. Captain Galisma. action, and dash to get up to here. And that is it for him. And then we're back at the top with Locks.
Gravity sinkhole. Once they were clear, that's a con save of 19. It's a 20-foot sphere. Let me make
the
it.
radius.
I'm trying to keep them in that junction.
And then I'm going to grab him as soon as he's done doing that and just continue.
Hold on, I'm bringing it in. There you go, 20 feet.
Well, I mean, that's 20-foot radius, not diameter.
Radius, whatever words. That was action. Bonus action would have been to a form of dread.
Okay. Go ahead and describe what Ruth would see as she looks up to make sure that Locks is done with their thing before dragging him forward.
Ruth, you would see me whirling the flail above my head and energy building on it as I'm getting ready to cast something. The disguise that Locks usually is in, like the hood, the goggles, the suit and tie, it fades away, and you see the auto-gnome body you thought you knew, but it's rusted. There's wear and tear, sharp edges, and as you're looking at me kind of head on, in the hole, like the chassis door, there's just that single eye poking out of it. There's just like, as I'm waving my arm, I'm like kind of shaking off like black ichor. My hands are no longer like the auto-gnome hands are used to. There's like clawed fingers at the ends. The eyes on the head are glowing. The mouth of the robot head is just kind of agape with black ichor slowly flowing out. You see a gash in the back of his head, and there's just a brain pulsating. It's not a pretty sight.
Dude, you
And
didn't maintain this thing at all.
as that transformation happens, Ruth, a shiver goes down your spine as you hear the laughter of Redacted.
That did
so-
let off that gravity sinkhole.
Yeah, I just
Go ahead and make your movement. Locks will be 5 feet behind you, wherever you end up.
just a quick question: is it full movement when I'm holding him, or just half?
Because he's small.
I'm a little guy.
Are you levitating, or are you just standing there?
No, I can't be levitating because it's my action to sinkhole and an action to levitate.
Got it.
So I would be standing. Yeah.
Then it would make
It's also
a
made of metal.
Grab me by the head.
make an athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Yeah.
30.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm a strong guy.
you got your 30 feet,
Okay.
or whatever your movement is. You got it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just I'd be like, man, you don't maintain that thing at all, and take you by the arm and then just gun it. You're being like dragged in the air behind me.
You have a plus 15 to athletics checks. Holy shit!
And then
40
I'm 5
feet?
feet behind him.
Oh, 40. Okay.
40 feet. You don't got a dash. It's just your straight up movement.
Yeah. Okay. I'm there.
So you would be right here.
I was gonna say I wasn't allowed to move myself. Thank you. It's a con 19 for them in there.
What are the effects?
Gravity sinkhole. If they succeed, or hold on a failed save, they're gonna take 5d10 and pulled in a straight line towards the center of it. Ending in an unoccupied space as close to the center as possible. On a success, they take half as much damage, but they're not pulled. So I'm just trying to like keep whatever's in that. There.
So you see a cluster of bodies get just sucked in to this point, while others are just grabbing onto the walls and pushing themselves out of that force and then rushing through as they begin to go. So instead of getting the full movement they would have gotten as a force, we're gonna go ahead and give them Let's go with this much movement. Difficult terrain and all that. Actually, let's go one more. Good measure.
A successful save takes half as much damage. Does that count as a hit for Form of Dread? Or would they have? Or is it a failed save that counts as a hit? Or do I physically have to hit for
I
a
have.
hit?
Give me a second. You're saying
Yeah.
a lot of shit. I have no idea what you're referring to. With your former dread, they would have had to make a save because there's it is a
Clusterfuck.
swarm.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be. There's going to be some that make the save, some that fail the save.
Right.
We're not going to even bother. And what is this? If your former dread hits, what?
If I hit, I can force it to make a Wisdom save. On a fail, they're frightened of me. So anything that would have failed would be scared and can't keep coming this way.
Well, it would still be a swarm heading towards you. This is the entire hallway is full. There's a swarm of bodies. There's a cluster in that space. That radius you have there, it's full, and there's some of them that are just crawling through the bodies to get through. You did slow them down though. So that was Lox's turn. Next up is Simeon.
Yay! Okay. Do I have?
Oh, that's a good picture.
Do I have thieves' tools in my pack? I do. Could I try to lockpick it?
Make a. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
Proficiencies, thieves' tools. Yep.
Make us. Let me check real quick.
I think it's sleight of hands.
I'm pretty sure it's
I was
hand.
gonna say sleight of hands, but I just want to make sure because if he's not proficient with that, then it just be dex.
And then
Yeah, you're good. Make a sleight of hand check.
But before I do, can I use my staff of fate to get the D4? It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you pull out this new staff you got, and you begin to harness the power innate with it. It glows, and you feel kind of inspired.
Ooh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dog. I'm inspired, dog. A 25 plus a D4 for a 27.
Damn.
You sure it's 27?
28.
Ow.
Aha!
Okay.
I know basic math.
All right. What do you do? How are you interacting with this keyhole to open it?
I inspect the hole. I'm not gonna be worried about it. I inspect the keyhole and I look into it, seeing if there's like some sort of like how when you see grooves, and see if I can like stick the lockpick and try to pick grooves and hear it, listening for a click or something.
Okay.
I'll walk myself out of the barn
You
a
do
couple
this,
times.
and as you continue to press through and go on to the different angles and try to see for any grooves and everything like that, you feel your tool catch on something, and you press into it a bit more, and as you do so, you hear this loud click, and you see all of the grooves and intricate designs on this door begin to shift as it opens.
Oh, call me a lockpicking lawyer, motherfuckers.
So all you have to do
on one
is get up.
False set.
All you have to do, you don't progress forward because we don't want to try break this thing. You just have to get to Simeon and the space next to Simeon, and that's it. If you have to place your minis on top of each other, that's fine. I do not want to break this, and I don't want to reveal the next area yet. So, please do not pass the threshold. You are just standing next to Simeon, or on top of Simeon. Please, just on Simeon. Anything else, Simeon?
Okay. And then with my free action, I just yell, Run! And that's it.
All right. Simeon goes through the door. Next up, who was it? It was Sparky.
All right, so I'm unmuted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step up to Simeon.
Nice.
Okay.
As soon as I get rid of that. I think that's me. That's not my mini.
Nope.
Where is...
This is you.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to Misty Step up. I'm going to then turn around. And out of the group, who's like the least likely to actually make it before the next advance?
Real quick. You Misty Step 30 feet, correct?
Misty Step is as far as you can see. Oh, up to 30 feet, yeah. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
So you're right here. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to use...
You have your action and your movement still.
Yes. So I'll use my movement to get another 60 feet or another 30 feet. Bad. Words are hard today, okay?
You're right here.
All right, I'm going to turn around, and who's like the most in danger of getting trampled right now?
Right now, at the back of the pack is Commander Gallismaw, as well as Ruth and Lox.
Right.
That you can see. They have yet to act, though, so technically they would be, as things progress, the cat would be right about where, would be gaining up on you, to be fair.
Which one is like the most squishy of the squishy?
From what you would know, having to treat a lot of these people, you know that Zol wasn't amazingly tanky. He was semi-squishy. Lux, probably the same. Ruth is a tank. You know the captain took a beating when you guys fought Rotak. So,
all right,
from what you can tell, those guys are pretty strong.
All right, in what seems like at this point a practice maneuver, I'm going to turn on my heel, call out Zol, Warp, and Vortex and Warp up to Vortex and Warp. Vortex Warp him up to Simeon.
That's a tongue twister.
So you're Vortex warping Lox?
Yes.
To where?
Up to Simeon. Radius is 90 feet.
Just to be certain. Yeah, sure. And then you are right there. I'm going to put you on top of Simeon. Unless you want to fight it.
Unless you want to fight it, in which case you need to make usually the 19 con save.
Fight it. Face the void.
I won't. I'll let it happen, but I'll say that because I wasn't focused on fighting anything. I was focused. Lox is focused. I don't know if Red is gonna fight it or anything, but I want it to happen.
No, he has no say.
Okay, cool. Oh God, Simeon, this is the first time you're seeing this sight.
Yeah, this horrific monster just appeared next to you.
Oh God,
yeah,
this is
jump scare.
Shit my pants.
Oh good, you can fling out the enemy.
So that was your action?
Yeah, that was my action, bonus action, and movement.
Alright. Then you are done. Alani.
Alrighty. Well, I'm like basically already next to the door. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we're all just trying to get through the door, Aulani's plan, and she's gonna ask Simeon if this can be done, is can you relock the door after we're all through?
I can certainly try.
Damn straight.
Okay. Because my plan is if you can relock the door if we're all through, I'm going to try and melt the mechanism.
Thumbs up.
All right.
He is melted
Doing
without
the
locks,
fantasy equivalent of shooting the control panel with the blaster,
Absolutely. All
but
right.
just
So then
fantasy,
I
just
take
fantasy
it
style.
you're gonna go into the spot where you're through the threshold, and then when everyone's through, you're gonna burn everything. Correct?
Yeah, the idea is like basically
Okay.
just like door shuts and then Aulani basically welds it shut.
All right. I moved you to the space next to Simeon. You are technically through the threshold. We'll say you can hold the action. You can just say it'll happen. By that point, it will just be. We'll just see how it goes out with your
Okay.
rolls. Next up is Zanmorn.
I'm going to move the same exact way.
Sidestep
60
Kala.
The 60 feet.
All right, make that
Call of
stealth. Make that stealth.
Now you're.
27. 22. No, 27.
Oh, I need to add my.
All right. Ruth.
Yeah, no, just full movement. Let's go.
Go ahead
40
and move.
movement, and then dashed for 80 movement. I get to Simeon. Hi, Simeon.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
buckling it, stomping over here.
Kala goes first, and full movement. She gets there. 30, and then 60, and that is it for him. Okay, so it is now these guys' turn. This one. Full to get here. We're gonna put him right here and here.
Oh shit! You got sped up.
So technically, I'll put it right here on top of them. Sparky, Commander Maw. They can't reach out for something they can't see. So Zanmorn, I'll give you advantage actually on this save. You guys are caught up in the Thrycreen that are piling through. I need you guys to make a strength save.
Strength saving throw? It's the same.
Strength.
Oh, you said
Just
advantage?
You have
strict
advantage
strength.
because you're kind of not even there, so they don't know to aim for you.
Okay.
Fuck.
Please survive. Please.
That is
How
a
does
strength
6
check.
sound?
That's a strength check as a save.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh, that is. Oh, that's way better.
There you go.
You considered who the slowest one was, and it was actually yourself.
So, Sparky, you are fine. You're gonna take a little bit of bludgeoning damage, though.
Damn. All right.
You're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can live with that.
Zanmorn with a 15. You get mixed up in the fray as Sparky is kind of pushing these guys off of him a bit and surviving this. You just failed. So Zanmorn, let's see how much you're taking.
Can I use Uncanny Dodge? Use my
Yeah.
reaction to half the damage. Cool.
Yeah. 24 points of damage.
And then half that?
Half of it. Yep. Commander Ma just pushes through this wave and trying to get through them. Unfortunately, Sparky,
Mm-hmm.
Even though you did save, this is still going to be difficult terrain to push past them up until basically like right here.
Where is my mini anyway?
You are
Oh, there he is.
literally under it.
I see him. I'm right here.
You're inside it?
I'm
So-
a twirl. Wiggle.
Wiggling
So
inside it?
right where that line is, that is going to be out of difficult terrain.
Okay, I have a surprise up my sleeve.
So
I'll let you set your ass.
does so
It's
before we
not a
progress,
surprise,
because
but not
this is
for
their
you.
turn, we're ending it on them. Locks, how do you do anything to help them, or do you just wait?
No, I'm helping. Fuck. Wait, I forgot about this thing. Can also. Actually, none of those. That'd all be very dangerous. Looking at them, which of the two is struggling? Who's
They're
feeling?
all
Who's getting?
of the two you can see. They're all in the thick of it.
Okay, just a general.
They're
okay.
being swarmed. That's all you know.
Just Eldritch blasting and hoping for the best.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Just a straight up d20.
Roll. I hope I don't blast you guys. 18.
How many Eldritch blasts do you have now?
I get 4.
Jesus.
Okay. With that,
Be blasted.
you are able to aid slightly, in the movements of Sparky and Commander Ma in the future. So that will help them out. You still have difficult terrain though. Anything else?
That's really it for me.
Next up is Simeon.
That's a good question for Simeon.
You don't have to help. You can just pass your turn. If there's nothing you can do.
I'll just be holding my action to lock the door if they get past.
Good. After that, it is Sparky. You still have difficult terrain.
Alright, so I'm going to use my bonus action with one of my fusions, the Boots of Speed, click my heels, and double my movement speed.
Nice.
Or not movement, my movement, basically. And get up with, so that's what? How many feet of difficult terrain?
10 feet would be 20.
So we'll call it 20 feet, and then I'll get the rest with my regular speed up to Simeon. That
Okay.
actually wipes all of my movement. I'm going to turn around, and who's still back there that I can
You see Commander Ma is fighting his way through. Basically, he passed his strength save as well, and he's just trudging through. He's at the very bottom of initiative, though. But you can help him to where it will be that with multiple successes, the difficult terrain is lessened. So I'll move that line further back.
I mean, how far away is he? Like, from me, roughly.
He was 5 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did. Call Ma, Warp, and Vortex Warp him up.
All right.
Am I not going to say the whole thing again?
As you do so, you see that he shows up as long with a couple of different mandibles and limbs of the Thrycreen that were all over him. They're kind of swarming in that area a bit. Some of them are starting to push past and head towards the door. That's it for you, I presume.
Yeah, so I bonus action movement.
Oh, this is interesting. Technically, Alani and Simeon, Everyone is through.
What?
Oh.
Technically,
Everyone
everyone
you know
is through the door.
Just
Yeah. Okay, but Simeon would know Xanmorn exists.
But you don't know that he's
He
here.
don't know if he came with us.
How about this?
But I've been.
How about this?
Yeah.
Make a perception check. Anyone
Yeah,
who wants
I've
to
been-
see if they can see him, you have to beat a 37, guys.
A 37?
I am beating
Oh,
it.
27 is my
Oh,
minimum.
no. Wait. I went too far ahead. It was
Oh, shit.
The last one was a 20?
The 27.
Right.
My minimum is a 27. That's what I rolled.
Okay.
Come on, someone see him. Your greatest strength was
Sparky
used
rolled a
against
28.
I got an at 20.
Holy shit.
As Simeon is working to close the door, Alani is glowing with flames, ready to melt the mechanism. Sparky, you look out, and you can see a shimmer and movement against the wall, and you can see a little cockroach motherfucker scurrying
call
for
it
his
out
life
before
towards
you
the
go.
door, and he just makes himself slightly visible for a second and waves at you. Help!
I call it out so we can get them in the door. Because Xanthorn, right?
Xanmorn,
Xanthorn. Yeah. He got Xanthorn still in the hallway. Hold up.
Okay.
He's real?
okay. I don't think we need to take any more of these the initiative anymore. You guys are holding your action to your things until everyone's through. Xanmorn is the last one through. Xanmorn, you're technically up. Alani was holding her action to do the flames and melt the door.
I'm going to move up then.
Even with the difficult terrain, you're able to get through fairly easily. Simeon,
Yeah.
you're closing the door.
Do I need to
Roll
make
a-
another sleight of hand?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I'm trying to undo what I did, but do what I did in the reverse. I'll lock it all. No time for staff. Just go. 32.
Damn.
You, on the opposite side, you see the same keyhole area. You go in and you know exactly where the mechanism is, and as you go through it, you just swiftly just put the lockpick in, punch through, rip it out, and the door slams shut. Alani,
That's right.
roll a d20.
Alani is going. Okay. Just a straight D20?
Just a straight d20. And how exactly are you burning these? Is there a specific spell? Are you just doing your breath attack? What are you doing?
I'm just doing my breath attack, and the idea is I'm breathe specifically focusing on like where the parts of the door join together. I'm essentially trying to weld it shut.
Okay, just a straight d20 then.
Okay, how do I do that on the mobile app? Here we go.
There should be like a little D20
found it.
button on the left.
There we
so you
go.
Just click D20.
I did it.
You hit it twice. That's fine. I'll take the last one.
I
17.
tapped it once.
I'm gonna take the last one, which is a 17.
Oops.
How well is your
17 is
Way
the
to
one that
waste
showed
a nat
up
20.
By the...
I know. I'm so pissed.
So the door slams shut. Alani just breathes flame onto it, specifically focused on the door itself. The flames never reach outside of its frame where the door slams shut. You see all those grooves in it begin to mesh together and form into solid. And where you saw the door split apart, it is now completely solid through. And now we can delete these
Oh,
guys.
well, I'm not going back that way.
And we can reveal this.
I need to expend a use of my breath attack.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Progress forward.
See, that was Breath of the Dragon.
Why can't I move myself?
Who knows?
That sucks to be you, man.
Just if you're not, I'm dragging you.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave the map.
So is this like a narrow bridge with no walls to the sides?
Yes, please make sure you guys are not progressing forward. Otherwise, I will enact it as you guys are progressing forward, and you will take your punishments. If there is any.
I had to progress forward a little bit to actually see what's going on because I've got the fixed camera angle.
And you pull me there. My mini wasn't working.
You're here.
I was at the Terror Legion, that's why I said.
Oh.
There I go.
Yeah, Ruth would just be looking at the door that we came through, just making sure that nothing is getting through. I know it's welded, but just make sure.
Jesus Christ, pick a tile.
I was just trying to move so I would be out of the way.
All right, so, you guys enter into this space. The door slams shut behind you. You finally get a chance to look around. It is a kind of a narrow space you guys are in. It's long though and progresses far to each side. And ahead of you is a small, narrow, what looks to be crumbling bridge. And as you get closer and you take a look out into it, you see it crumbling without even any weight on it. Beside you, there is a pedestal with a sphere. And it is glowing with energy.
I'll add clear.
Wait, hey, Sparky, did you mention someone was still out there?
You do see Zanmorn pressed against the wall because
They
he
got
did
him.
have to make himself seen to survive.
Okay, I'm going to... Hi, Zanmorn.
Irish rolled 2 stealth checks just now.
No, I'm going to...
Zanmorn, for your own safety, please stay visible. You almost got locked in the hallway.
But I didn't.
With a natural 20
Yeah.
perception for Calavane. What did you get?
And
you got a 21? No, 27?
It's a 27.
She takes a shot right at you.
Yeah, I couldn't punch him
because
too.
she
Just a little love
sees
tap.
you.
Like, does she shoot at me or does she punch
She's
me?
shooting at you.
Okay.
That is gonna be a oof. That's gonna be a 27 to hit. You're gonna take 11 points. Sorry, 10 points of piercing damage as you get shot.
Am I able to uncanny dodge?
Sure.
So what do you say, 11?
It was a 10, so it's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow, that's
As she shoots you, it's about damn time you showed yourself.
I've always been here.
And I punch him in the face or in the shoulder. Because I was told to. I finally got to do it. There's a 25
Oh my
hit.
god! It is real.
while that's going on. I'm going to investigate the orb.
Make an investigation check.
I would like to ponder the orb.
Me
Oh,
too.
shit. How does a 30 sound?
Nice.
19 plus 11, I'm not 20, but damn.
That is quite some pondering.
So 30 investigation.
Does the go ahead.
Go ahead and ask your question.
I was gonna say, to get an Arcana, can I ask if the orb feels familiar in the way that red is in my head?
Sure.
And
I'll say you get an Arcana with that. With your investigation, it is seems to be like a crystal ball type thing. It is rippling with energy. It's very large. And you see this greenish smoke billowing off of it.
Does it appear to have any connection to the bridge?
From what you can discern, you know it's important. You haven't picked it up to do anything with it, but you can tell that this has to have some sort of meaning to progress forward in some way. But you reason that there's probably more to investigate in this space before you can make a conclusion on that regard.
I'll wait for the Arcana check before I start fucking with the orb.
All right, what you get? 24 Arcana. You look at it, you see this energy coming off of it. It's different than what you were told with the cult. It's not this golden energy coming off of it. It's greenish smoke. It's billowing off of it. And you don't sense the same thing you get from red.
Okay.
But he is there looking at it opposite you. And he looks over it down at you. Is there any more insults you wish to throw my way?
No. I don't think you deserve it right now.
Oh. I'm going to see if anyone else wants to do anything.
He bows towards you, steps through the pedestal, through you, and you watch as he just disappears at the edge of this space and reappears on the opposite side, and just hands behind his back, stands and waits for you guys to get across.
Being a little pickpocket, I'm gonna cautiously tap the orb.
Okay. You tap the orb. Nothing happens.
I'll gently push. Does it feel like it's attached, or is it free moving, like it could be moved?
You said gently push?
Yeah. I'm not trying to shove. I just want to see if it does start to move.
You push it. You gently push it. You feel this weight behind it. You're going to have to give it a bit more oomph, but you do ever so slightly push a little bit more. It's heavy, and nothing's happened.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to use my ability to fly and fly my 60 feet, can I then use my action to dash another 60?
You could, but you would have to, yeah. If you wanted to fly and then dash, I'd rule it that you can do that dash with your flying. Are you trying to get over to the other side?
No, just in case shit goes down, I need to go to the other side, you know?
Okay. Yeah. That is an option that you can do with your dash and flying ability that I will allow.
Oh yeah, guys, same one flies now.
So like
They fly
a
now.
flying cockroach. Are you a stealth bomber?
What are you guys doing? You see that Calavane is also inspecting this thing. Gallus is pressed against the wall, kind of catching his breath a bit. You see him just cleaning off the guts and everything off of him. He still finds one of the arms of a Thrycreen gripping around his ankle, and he rips it off.
How big is the orb compared to me? Because I'm little. Little watermelon.
You remember Haunted Mansion when we watched it for the watch party?
Oh yeah.
It's that.
Oh, and I'm already small, so it'd be a hefty thing to try to.
Big.
For those who
Okay.
haven't watched
Hey,
Haunted
find a
Mansion,
voice.
how big is it?
It
Like a
big.
big watermelon.
It's like
Big
2.5,
pumpkin.
3 feet wide.
Got it.
Yo, like a toddler.
Bigger than a bowling ball and a
Lord.
basketball.
Simeon, without stepping onto, I guess does this bridge look different from the current ground we're on?
What's that?
Like, does this little bridge visually look different? Like,
Yes.
okay.
It is crumbling. It is just decrepit as well. Fuck.
Without going on it, I'm going to like poke at like this little corner right here. See how
Okay.
easily it can chip.
As you poke it, that entire section and all in front of you collapses off.
Oops.
Oh, did you break the whole thing?
I broke like this square right here, right?
I hope so. I hope so.
More like. Can you move that?
Okay.
That entire chunk is gone.
I mean, it's fine. You can all fly, right?
No.
Not all of us. Maybe. Might.
No, you should work on that.
Just an idea, but maybe it has something to do with that shiny orb. That all you guys are around.
Sparky is going to just fully pick up the orb. And see
Okay.
what happens.
Awesome. You pick up the orb.
He
Put
has
my hand
pondered
on
the
him.
orb and
Careful
deemed
with
it
that.
safe.
Before he
Guidance.
leaves the group.
All right, give me
Yeah,
one
more.
second while I read through some things.
Sparky's about to die, isn't he?
Hey, Zanmorn. Okay, nice to formally meet you. Actually, I've never met you before, but just
I need
stay
you to make a
here.
con save.
Fuck. Okay.
Guidance. Oh wait, that's an ability check. Never mind.
Hold on.
Stay
How's a 15 sound?
right there.
It sounds like you're taking 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh,
and
shit.
Can I use Flash of Genius? Wait, hold on. Is that saves?
It would be, but you have to. It's before you know the outcome.
Fair enough.
you're taking 5 necrotic damage.
So I'm taking a level of exhaustion
And 5 necrotic damage.
and 5 necrotic. Fuck! I put this thing back down. Before anything else happens to me.
Loud, you hear laughing in the distance from where Redacted sat.
Sparky calls up, do not pick up the orb. It's not friendly.
Does he still look exhausted?
Yes.
You have gained a level of exhaustion, yes.
Oh, shit.
Wait, just me or everyone?
Just you.
Okay. Ooh. And
Did
what disadvantages?
Did the bridge get affected at all?
Nothing happened with the bridge.
All right. Well, we're trying to get the other. Are we in agreement that our goal is to get to the other side of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell no one of this. I will deny it. because I will not suffer the indignity. But just this one time, Aulani transforms into her true form and says, "Get on."
Are we going to ride a motherfucking
So
dragon?
here's how this plays out. You focus on your transformation, and nothing happens.
Oh.
What are we waiting for?
Make an Arcana check, Alani.
She taking a shit or something?
Yeah,
Or
are
survival.
you looking constipated or something? Or like closing your eyes and just really trying?
Arcana or survival.
Okay, let me get the character back up.
Kind of like the old batch of crew members. They actually had stuff.
What you see is what you get.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
Did that go through?
I look over the edge.
There it
It's
goes.
just a chasm, right?
Okay, you rolled it twice again. I'll
The-
stick with the same
app is
thing.
doing this every time.
I'll stick with the same thing I said last time. The last one's gonna be the roll regardless. 24.
Which is funny because it's the first one on my screen.
Then it works out. As you notice that nothing's happened to you, but you don't feel like you've kind of wasted your chance to transform, you look around and then you start to notice this feeling, this sensation around you, and you see this faint smoke, this kind of fog going around you, and it's coming from the pit. And you notice this feeling of inadequacy to a degree. You can't transform.
Something is stopping my ability to transform, and I believe it's coming from there. Like just motioning towards the pit.
As he's distracted with his thinking, can I pickpocket him?
Make a sleight of hand check. Alani, what's your passive?
You can feel.
We're all
My
standing
passive
around
perception
him.
is 18.
I rolled a 29.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, hold on, let me roll on the table to see what you get.
is anyone else gonna do anything?
I'm inspecting the pit.
When he
Okay.
mentioned like the his abilities being blocked,
Make a perception, investigation, or a investigation or arcana. How about that?
is it like the cubes? How they negated?
It rolled twice. Why does it keep doing that?
Just forced off the app.
So with your 20 arcana looking over the edge, you see darkness and smoke.
I know it's only 8.
And you sense this same thing, like something's wrong. You feel a little bit weaker, but you're not exhausted, you're not all that hurt. You just feel not all there. And as you're looking down, you feel hands on your shoulder, and Redacted is just right there, head beside yours. Into your ear, like, interesting, isn't it? How you are just here, inadequate, unable to cross through. Sorry. Odd thing to say. And he disappears.
I'm gonna fiddle with the belt after looking at it and then having heard Alani mention not being able to transform. Does my belt work? Do I go up a size?
No.
Oh.
What I get?
I'm gonna go check the rest of this area that we're in on the side of the bridge.
Okay. Move your mini to where you wish to go.
Maybe if we freeze
Alani, what did Zanmorn get?
Zanmorn got an empty silver snuff box bearing an inscription on the surface that says "Dreams."
Enjoy.
Oh, yes. Yes, I always wanted that.
It should be noted that no matter what you got, it was going to be something that is, as far as you were concerned, worthless.
Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm going to Sparky.
Maybe if we freeze the bridge.
Sparky, you get to this point. You see something weird going on with the floor ahead of you.
I'm gonna call it out. Like, hey, the floor looks weird up here, and I'm gonna keep walking towards it.
I'll address that and go over to Sparky.
Yeah, I'll stop about here.
I'll do the opposite.
What's up?
You see that there is, instead of the same flat stone surface, there seems to be a bit of a round formation in the floor ahead of you. And you see there's a swirl. It swirls until it reaches the center, in which you see the sigil that looks kind of odd. You're not quite sure what kind of marking that is or what it represents.
Can I make an Arcana check
Sure.
to see if I do actually recognize it?
Sure.
This is a thigh cream chip, correct?
Oh shit! How's the dirty 20 sound?
All right. Give me a minute while I read real quick something.
Ignore these rolls. I'm testing out, trying to fix it out.
So, as you look closer at this, you got a dirty 20. Nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't resemble anything of that you know of. It is not any sort of rune or glyph of magic of any kind. It seems it's something else, something that you're not sure what it is. It's not. It could be some other form of spellcraft, but it's not Arcana based, from what you can tell. It's not arcane based.
Well,
I'm gonna pull. Go ahead.
If me being a thigh cream, would I know a little more since this is a thigh cream ship?
Make an investigation. No, make a history or religion check.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna take out just like one of the spare crossbow bolts I still carry on me for some whatever reason. Just toss it into the center of the circle. See what happens.
So Zanmorn, you are of a Thrycreen colony and tribe, but it's not this one. These are ones of the void. You are not one of them. They're crazy zealots and savages. You are not those things. You would not be expected to understand their ways, so you don't.
Hey, magic man, motioning at Sparky.
Not really magic, more science, but what's up?
Sparky is a bit of ways away. Let me move you real quick. Boosh.
You said this orb hurt you when you touched it, right?
Mm-hmm. The cold familiar claws of necrotic damage. And I'm suddenly very, very tired.
Absolutely terrible of an idea would it be to smash it?
I wouldn't go about that right away. Smash it.
Let's say smashing it for if we genuinely can't figure anything else out. I'll just hit it with a shotgun and call it a day. Sound good?
Does the ground over here look like it's alive?
No, I already described it.
Okay.
Knowing they walked in one direction, Simeon would have started walking the other direction.
Okay.
And he's just been slowly moving away, eventually getting to a point where you want him to stop.
Just go ahead and get up to where it changes, and you see the same thing that was described on the opposite side.
I'm gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna take out that crossbow bolt. I'll get a spare crossbow bolt, not my glowing one. That's my torque, and just toss it onto the floor and see what happens.
Okay. You toss it on the floor. Nothing happens.
Here, let me get that for you. Get inside.
All right. You step on it, and you see energy start to form from the center and spiral outwards until that entire platform area is completely glowing with green energy.
As he goes to step on, I'm like, no, wait.
Okay. Step off.
Step off. Energy's gone.
Okay. Any other thing happening?
Give me a second. I was dealing with a bunch of other shit. You guys just
Sorry.
just want to make sure I'm not screwing you guys over unnecessarily with this shit.
Is this like the stupid Lego Star Wars?
No, I think it's something more familiar to Destiny's.
Make a con save.
I've got a feeling.
Okay. Con save. At least I'm good at that. How's a 21?
21 is good.
This feels familiar.
Are going to take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you are not exhausted.
Ooh, I don't like the exhaustion.
Wait, he is not, or he is now?
I am not. But I don't like the possibility of having to deal
just
with
want to make sure,
exhaustion.
because you're making the same save and you're getting damage from necrotic. I just want you to know you're not exhausted.
Okay, so
what if we put the orb in the circle?
Maybe they're connected in some manner. Like, I get what you're saying, put it in the circle, but actually, one second. I haven't used this in a while. Hey, Simeon, I'm using my earring of message.
Okay.
It's not in range.
Oh, not at all? Okay.
Nope.
You guys are pretty far away. This is a very large area.
Oh, sorry. We always used it loosely.
Yeah,
got it.
Just a good 210 feet.
You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna like yell out Simeon and just wave at him. Just roar, Simeon.
What's your passive perception, Simeon?
11.
You hear a commotion on the opposite end, but that's about it.
Okay.
A message locks. Like, you hear that? What was that?
Hold on. The big one's calling for you.
Can you relay what it is?
I'll message over to Ruth. What do you want?
Oh, hey Lox. I was trying to ask if Simeon saw a weird circle thing on the floor. Also don't step into it.
Hey, blue guy, Is there a circle over there?
Yeah. Do I step in it?
Not yet. Back to Ruth. Yeah, he has one.
Okay, thanks, Lux. Hold on. Hey, Sparky, and Alani.
Mm.
So apparently there's another circle on the other side. So do you think we should bring the sphere in both of these? Because like there's only one sphere. I don't see like how we get one sphere in both of these.
Well, so I'm not sure I would get one sphere over 100 feet in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, Is it, yeah,
We broke the sphere in half.
I don't like. If you want to go that route, I'll chop it in half. But I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Like my gut instinct, I'd love to chop that spear, but I'm like trying to play a little smarter.
Also, going based off what the sphere's made of, hitting it with anything's likely to just shatter it to 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, but I got this beauty as I like have the axe in my hand. But anyway,
Crystal and glass will so shatter.
oh, it's glass.
It's like a crystal.
We just split the pile of pieces into each thing. How about we just risk it and we both step into the circles like me and Simeon?
You guys see the ever familiar journal pop out of Sparky's wrist? For science?
Yeah, sure, whatever. You're the science one, right?
More or less.
Okay. Maybe we should have somebody buy Simeon in case any shit happens.
Yeah. Who else is big and burly and can easily remove Simeon from the plate?
That's probably me.
Definitely not our hippo captain.
No one's told him anything. Calavane has been staring at the sphere, trying to figure out what to do with it. You guys have just wandered off on your own and are having your own conversations. So,
Yeah, mid after I relayed lastly to Ruth, Oda wandered over, and kind of dickishly been like, "That one found a thing. That's why she yelled. That one's got a thing. I don't know what they're gonna do."
probably something stupid.
Yeah, I'll be by the bridge in case something happens.
Okay, so Alani, you wanted to go over to Simeon?
Yeah, Alani, we'll just head over there. She's fast.
Okay, Zanmar, what are you gonna do?
Shit.
Like right here, right now? Like, man, get some privacy.
Yeah, I mean, just do it, whatever.
Okay, whatever. It's.
All right. So, what are you gonna do, Ruth?
I'd relay to Zol to Simeon, saying hi. Sorry, not Zol. Saying hi to Lox, relaying to Simeon. Simeon, you want to risk this? Both stepping in. You should note that might hurt you.
Over to Simeon. You want to step on it at the same time as the other one? Might hurt. Might not.
Sure.
Radio back to I'm gonna try to like switch.
You can be in conversation with both of them at the same time.
Word.
Okay,
that works.
That's
cool.
so much more helpful.
Because you're the midway point. You're just the one communicating with both at the same time.
All right. If you could both hear me, you guys want to jump on to the plate-like thing on one.
On one.
On one.
On one. 3, 2, 1.
And I jump on.
All right. As you both step on, the same thing happens. It starts from the center and it goes outward into the spiral. No save needed. You both stepped it on the same time. You see this green energy come out from the center, go outward. The end of the spiral stops at the... Let me just put a point, actually. Right here. And you watch as a line go over the edge, and you can see it go towards the bridge. And the same thing from the from the other end. And as it meets the bridge, you see this green energy form over it and make the bridge solid.
I'm guessing we need to take the orb across the bridge.
Fuck it and find out it works every time.
And until it doesn't.
No, I don't believe that.
Looking across at the other end, on that other pedestal, I don't see an orb, right?
Make a perception check.
It's pretty far. You're right.
Yeah,
Look at her
I don't even know
eyes.
if you can see the pedestal.
8.
You don't even see a pedestal.
Arthur's gonna wrong campaign, sorry.
I was like, what the fuck is Arthur?
He is my Genasi, but he's not here. Starkey's gonna note that down in his notebook. Say, do not move, and walk back to the orb.
Okay. Holding my axe.
As you get back to the orb, Calavane is already touching it and looking at the bridge. And it looks like she's about to grab it.
Do you want to, Calla, do you want to carry it, or do you want me to? I've already been hit with the effect, so I know what to expect.
She looks at you. If you've already been hit with the gaining any more would not be good. Let's share the load.
That is a good point. I'm going to tell her that, all right, if this doesn't work how we think it's about to work, expect to feel necrotic and exhaustion hit you.
I'll look up at Kala. Crew is disposable. Leadership isn't. I could take it.
I miss Soul.
I'm Captain. What I say stands. And she takes the orb.
Before she picks it up, just in case she has to make a save, I'm going to prepare a flash of genius.
Okay.
Oh.
As she picks it up, you see the smoke billow out and kind of go around her, and you see her kind of wince in pain, and she maintains her hold on it and begins to walk toward the bridge.
Alrighty, let's head on out.
So, Gallus is going to follow behind. Who else is going with them?
Sparky. Well, because he's got the notes.
My courtesan instinct is really kicking in.
Yeah, I was like,
I'll cross last. I'll stay with the others.
Okay. So she starts to cross, and you see that she's moving kind of slowly. As she takes her first step onto the bridge, Simeon and Ruth make con saves.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's good.
It's not to be charmed or frightened, right?
Nope.
Cool.
Ruth got a 27. Ooh.
13.
Maybe Simeon was the wrong choice.
All right, Ruth. Ooh, I rolled low. You're going to take 2 points of necrotic damage. Simeon.
Yeah.
You're going to take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Without the risk of sounding cocky, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, good. As long as it's not exhaustion, we should be okay.
Anyone else going? Because if she goes and takes her next movement, you can't follow behind her.
Sparky is still following.
So just make sure you're on her ass. She's moving half movement because she cannot go any farther than that. The captain goes a little bit ahead of her.
Alani's following.
Lonnie's following. Okay. Do you try to go ahead of them?
No.
Okay. Make that was the second step that she just did. So make another con save, guys.
Yep.
I'll move her again and make another con save after that.
That's an nat 20.
Okay.
Damn.
Simeon, you got a 19?
Yep, 19.
Okay,
31
guys.
and
Then
19.
you're both going to take. Ooh, I rolled better this time. But you guys are taking half damage, so that's you guys are taking 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Got it.
Chip damage.
That was okay. Simeon, yeah, you guys are good. Make another one. She already took her other step.
God damn, I can't.
13.
30.
I'll check in with Simeon. How's it going?
Ow! We're fine. It's fine. Woo!
Simeon,
Yeah.
11.
Flesh wound.
11 necrotic Simeon, 5 for Ruth.
Got it.
I radio back. What kind of ow?
It feels like the necrotic stuff.
Oh, that's easy. And I'm walking over because I might be resistant.
She moved again. Another con save.
Nat 1 for a 3.
Death, death, death.
Please, dear God, no, not death.
25.
12
Jesus
points of
Christ.
necrotic Simeon, and you gain 1 exhaustion. That's 3 fails in a row, or 3 fails in total. For Ruth, you're taking 6 points of necrotic. Was someone trying to say something?
Over. Yeah, I fly over and try to get on the plate with them.
Did you get on the plate?
And I'm trying to shove him out of it while staying on it.
Before I do, I just give you a look of like, you sure?
You just see dead, nothing behind my eyes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. I step backwards.
You wouldn't fall.
Okay. She's gonna move again. Sparky, you're falling behind. I'm moving you up ahead.
Yep. Sorry, texting.
Con save, guys.
Oh, that's my first
cool.
low one.
Con 10.
Both of you take 6 necrotic.
Resistant.
So you take 3.
I'm just gonna use a second wind while we're doing this, if that's okay. Just breathe in and out and keep up taking the pain.
May I form of dread after I felt that hit?
Sure.
Cool.
Was that okay with the second win?
Yeah. Go ahead and make your final con save, guys.
One more.
It was a lousy second wind.
Motherfucker! Nat 20.
How did you get a nat 20?
It's +0 too. That's the best part.
That is gonna be 5 necrotic, so you get 2 locks.
I'm immune.
Oh,
once
you're
I form
immune.
of
Never mind.
dread. Yeah, that's why I laughed.
All right.
So does 5 on Ruth then?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
And then Kala makes it across. And as she does, you guys notice the bridge beginning to crumble around you. You all who are behind her jump ahead and land on the form bridge. You see the energy begin to fade. She puts the orb onto the pedestal, and as she does, it disappears. Is anyone on the other side by where the orb was?
No.
I was there, but I came to the plate.
Well,
Yeah,
whoever
I mean-
would be there when you guys go back to the bridge, it is there again. And now, all of these guys have to figure out who's standing on the plates.
Sparky pulls out the notebook. All right, so this is what we observed. This is what happened. I break it down to everyone who's around me.
We can't radio,
So
can we? They're too
I think we're too far. Unless someone has like the actual spell message or a sending stone on them. 2 sending stones.
Wait, the captain is
Just
Simeon
out of-
actually.
Okay, so they're across. You feel as they get across, you guys in the plates, you see the light fade and go off on the plates.
I'll step off and try to meet up with the other two.
As you guys approach the bridge, you see the sphere is still there on the pedestal.
Yeah.
And you see movement on the opposite end.
Got it. I'm just looking around because it feels like, I don't know, something feels off. Seeing if there's like any movement on the walls or coming from the crevice.
Okay. Make a perception check. Who's going to be standing on these plates over on this side?
If no one else volunteers, Sparky will.
This is probably Ruth's highest perception
Bear in mind, is it saving throws or ability checks?
They're
Maybe
they are
disadvantage
saves.
on right now.
For that, I don't know.
So I've got disadvantage on ability checks, so I still have regular strength, regular saving throws.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You want to risk the second point. You don't want to risk it.
That's 20. You see them on the other side. You don't see anything going on. You don't hear anything, Ruth. Nothing's going on.
Okay.
No danger from what you can tell. Okay, so who's stepping on the plates? Zanmorn? Or are you just standing there?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is also going to be on the plate?
If no one else volunteers, Sparky will.
Okay. You guys, I'll say, just for the sake of this, you guys both step on it at the exact same time. It does the same effect from the center. It spirals outward, and then a straight line straight to the bridge. It forms and becomes solid. Who picks up the sphere?
I do.
Wait, you sure? Because you might be
So
you might not necrotic, but you might can't deal with the saves.
Lox, you were there, correct? When they left?
When they started leaving, I was here.
You would know that it is going to be half movement.
Yeah. With all the arcanas and me trying my belt, do my boots work? Can I fly?
No.
Oh shit.
Technically, I guess.
It's almost like flying
no magic
through
across a bridge.
Across it to break a mechanic is kind of a shitty thing to do.
Hey, you're edge across. Can I well skate?
No.
Now, magically, right?
So,
Magically.
I'll check.
Simeon, start stretching.
Yeah, Simeon's the fastest of us, right? Or like, is your movement?
I'm
And
a
can you even
monk,
take
my
it?
guy.
Okay, are you sure you want to take it though? Because I would be second fastest.
I just look at you two. It's your call.
Say, go to the bridge. Get ready.
I'm going to give you one more look. Are you sure? I know I can take it.
I pat you on the back and I say, I got it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me do math real quick. And then with that thing, I'll quickly pull out one of my potions in the backpack, and I drink it just to heal up, top myself off. It's a greater potion.
Okay.
Yeah, we still have those.
44
It works.
plus 4. 8. So do I actually get the 8?
Yeah, you get your healing.
Cool. Top me up a little bit. And I pick up the orb.
Okay. What is half of your movement?
25.
All right. So go ahead and do your movement up to the bridge, and then start doing half your. No, as soon as you get it. What am I thinking? So go ahead and move 25 right off the bat.
Could I pick up Simeon to make him move faster?
15.
You moved 25 already?
That was 15. Just okay, move 25. Got it.
You'll move 25.
20. 25. There we go.
Okay. Everyone on the platforms, make a con save.
23.
Nice. You guys are fine. You guys passed those. You are going to both take 5 necrotic.
I have a plus 12 decon.
Now, this
for
doesn't
saving throws.
constitute a uncanny dodge, right?
No,
No.
Dodge the
thought.
energies being
I'm pretty
drained
sure
from
if
your
you,
body.
I'm pretty sure if you jump off that platform right now, they fall to their deaths.
What was the damage?
5 necrotic. That was half damage already. All right. Make your next movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. Con saves. Simeon, make a con save.
Come on, Simeon.
5.
Oh no, Simeon.
All right. So that is going to be a for you two who succeeded. Oh wow. 5 necrotic again. Simeon, as you get towards the halfway point of the bridge, roughly the halfway point, you feel the weight of this begin to build. The smoke billowing off of it starts getting into your lungs, and you start to cough. You already took a point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
The effects of the sphere begin to take place. You're going to take another point of exhaustion, and I need you to make a dex save as you're dropping the sphere.
Could I try to just take it from him, seeing how it's affecting him so much?
Dex save. Dex save. Dex save. 28.
Oh shit.
You do not drop it. Ruth, do you still want to take it from him?
Yeah, seeing how it just affected him like that, yeah, I'd try to grab it, just like, hey, let me have it.
Sorry if you guys fall to death.
Yeah, I clutch tighter. Ruth, no, not the time to try it.
Fine.
It's fine. Let's get across.
Mm.
All right, move again.
Real quick, could I potentially use a key point to get a dash? Like Step of Wind?
No.
I should have been used. You said no?
No.
Got it.
Abilities have not been working right here.
Fair
and
enough.
that's
fair enough.
more so over the bridge.
Okay. So now half of my half is 12.
Oh god, could I?
Half
So
of your
I want
half
him
is
to-
12? How is it 12?
Because he's
because
already moving half.
I have 2 exhaustion points at 2. Speed is halved.
Right. How is it 12?
It's a third
25
Math.
divided by 2. It's 12 and a half.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
actually
then
correct.
it would be rounded. So,
So 10.
yeah.
Could I pick up
It would be
Simeon?
10. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Do you allow this, Simeon?
Carry him in your arms.
I'm going to carry this man in my arms.
Simeon, do you
with
allow
bridal
this?
silence.
Yeah, I'll allow him. He's carrying me, not the orb. The orb is what we need.
Yeah, I'll allow you. I'm just going to
Okay.
just try to keep moving.
You pick Simeon up. You guys take a step, and then you feel your feet give way, and you all fall.
No!
That sucks, man.
Oh,
All of us?
All of us?
All three of you on the bridge fall.
Well,
You fall
shit.
into
Is Alani
darkness,
still on the bridge?
smoke
Shit.
around you. You do not see up anymore. You don't know which direction is which. You feel like you're just floating there, but you know you're falling. You hear the wind rushing around you. And then you blink. I need you guys to move back to the beginning of the bridge.
Oh,
I'm
Right
so sorry. I did
here.
not think
Now,
about that.
question: what did we see?
You guys saw them fall, and then just smoke billowed right there at the start of the bridge. And then it dissipated, and they're there on the ground. The
Neat.
sphere appearing on the pedestal before they even appeared.
Well, at least we know what happens if you fall in the smoke now.
Let me make sure of one thing real quick.
Sparky's just writing notes again.
I'm so sorry. You almost killed us. Fuck. Gotta stop doing that.
Okay. Right. Yeah. You guys fall. All of you get 1 point of exhaustion.
Everyone that fell?
The three of you that fell got exhaustion.
Okay, whew.
So sorry, Simeon.
Simeon's like, I fucking knew it. I should have let you pick me up.
I'm so sorry. You're going so slow.
Yeah. You have to take it.
Okay. How are you going to get through?
I gotta fucking go. I can't quit now. But I could, theoretically, but I won't.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll pick up the orb.
Okay.
Con save? Or...
No, you just pick it up and start going.
Okay. Oh.
Remember, half your movement. So
Half
however your movement was to get to that point, and continue
Sure.
onward half.
Half movement is 20. So it's like
So you just
just
got there.
touching this. Yeah.
Start it up.
Okay.
Start moving, guys.
Okay. Why am I not moving?
Because you're making those things.
1, 3, 4. Okay.
All right. No, you stopped. You did your full movement.
Mm-hmm.
The two guys on the pedestals make con saves. Or on the plates make con saves.
Holy shit!
What happened? Oh shit.
Sparky.
Sorry,
I
what?
think he said he had to BRB.
No. I was sorry, texting. 20.
Zanmorn, you're gonna take 13 necrotic. Sparky, you are going to take 6. Have you guys haven't failed yet, have you?
That was my first one.
I haven't.
Yeah. You guys are doing good so far. Go ahead and start moving. Make sure you stop at 20.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Con saves.
Oh.
Wait, no. Lobo.
What?
Would I be fucked? Because I can't keep up with him.
You would, you'd be fine.
Okay.
The first guys
So then
had a radius and a stick behind. You do not.
Oh, also my movement isn't half tapped, so I'm still back at 25. Okay.
Yeah.
Ruth is also taking con
Okay.
saves, right?
Now you have to make a con save.
Got it. So every second one?
So give me 1 second while I look at what they got. So you guys are
Just do
gonna
what he tells you.
take Zamor and Sparky, you're gonna take 4 necrotic. Ruth, you're going to take 9 necrotic. And you need to make a dex save.
No, not.
How much
You said,
necrotic was that?
you said abilities don't work, but I have an advantage if I could see whatever's happening.
This is you not being able to maintain grip on it.
Got it. Okay,
That's what this is. So you just got straight dex.
12.
Got
Got them sausage fingers.
Let me see. I don't think I. I'm gonna say it falls. It doesn't fall out of your grasp, but you and your hands fall with it to the ground. It touches, and you're still holding on to it. So you maintain your hold, and then you just pick it back up. Nothing happens. Let me take a look. I gave you a point of exhaustion for that. No, you didn't fail, did you? Yeah, you did fail, didn't you, Simeon?
Simeon failed his the one right before the deck save, which halved me.
Right. So you're gonna take.
I'm half now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you're at 10.
Oh god damn! We're in the same fucking position.
Okay.
Uh,
I think that's progress. Move
okay,
10.
every time he starts the movement, I'm a Staff of Fate Ruth, so now he has a D4 for the next save.
I can't possibly dash with this egg, can I?
Or I guess would the staff not work?
Doesn't work.
Okay.
Would dashing help?
Then,
dashing is just you going more. Yeah, you can dash if you want.
Okay.
Yep.
Why did I try that? I'm so stupid.
That's a good
You
question.
were very specific about stepping the wood, and I'm like, no.
I know. Why did I?
So go ahead and move, guys on the plates. Make your next con saves.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey Lobo, on the last con save, how much necrotic damage was it if you saved?
I recall it was 4.
I think it was 4.
4. All right, and then they get 26 this time.
Okay. So Zanmorn 10, Sparky 5 necrotic damage. That's your first failure? No, that's your second failure, Zanmorn, correct?
Right.
Dope. Make another con save, Ruth.
God damn it. 13.
You're gonna take another point of exhaustion.
Ah, fucking Christ.
Make a dex save.
I thought Tolan really had to deal with this shit.
You have disadvantage on
19.
it. You're at 3.
Oh, thank you. I
Yep.
should have rolled with disadvantage.
Roll again. Just okay, fine.
Fucking why, Lego?
It drops and goes off the edge. You guys,
Could I?
go ahead. You're gonna
Okay,
fall.
could I potentially just react fast enough?
What are you gonna
Monkey
do?
speed and all that. I just
You're
want to
gonna
reach for it. Just grab.
Grab it.
Yeah.
Make a dex save.
21.
You grab it. You feel, before it even gets over the edge, you grab it. You feel the ground beneath you quiver. And you see the light, this green light that makes this bridge begin to fade ever so slightly. You guys have to go as fast as you can to get to the other side. So real quick, how fast can you guys move?
If I'm dashing, Ruth could move 40.
And if I'm dashing with the orb, I'm going 20.
I still have full movement.
Okay. Go ahead and move as far as you absolutely can go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dash.
20. That was my dash. Ruth, you dash.
Yeah, I did.
Is that 40?
Yeah, that was 40.
You sure?
You sure?
I'll move more if you guys allow me.
My guy, you moved 25. I was a foot behind you.
Oh, okay. 25.
That's 30.
40. Wait, 35, 40. I could count.
Okay.
There you go.
I need you guys on the plate to make a con save again.
23.
23.
Damn. You're both going to take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Oh shit, that's a 9. Whoops.
Lox, you make it through. And as you do, your last step was not on green energy. It was on the crumbling bridge. And you see part of it fall away with that last step, and you make it onto solid ground. Move as far as you can. One more time, guys.
$15, $20. That was dashed.
Okay.
Please get hard.
I need the guys on the plate and Simeon to make con saves.
15.
12.
6.
Namor, that's a failure. You're getting exhaustion.
Yay.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to take 10 points of necrotic damage. Simeon, I need you to make a dex save.
And I have it would have been This is at disadvantage, I forget.
And I will say this is not for the orb. This is for the ledge.
It's in general.
Because as this happens, you take this damage, you drop this orb, and you see that beneath your feet, there's no more energy. It is this crumbling rock bridge. You are just got to make a leap of faith and get there.
Okay, hold my hand out. And
I will say, did you already make the roll?
No, I have not.
I'm going to say it is a straight roll because you have disadvantage, and everyone's trying to help you. Straight roll.
Okay.
I never remember
24.
You leap and you are falling, and as that happens, you look up and you see 3 hands reach out and grab you. Ruth, Alani, and Calavane all grab onto you and begin to pull you up.
Yay!
Oh my god, that was so fucking terrifying.
As that happens, you see that the sphere stops its fall, rises up, and falls at the feet of Simeon.
Did I get a good roll?
Oh god. It's gonna lay down for a second.
You guys on the plates can get off unless you want to take some necrotic damage.
Yep, I'm off.
Tasty necrotic damage.
How
The
is everybody?
the
Got
orb
a spicy
is
kick to it.
on the ground.
Can it stay on the ground?
You guys see
Is
this
this-
massive door ahead of you, and it's not opening. You
I'll
see
take it.
now that you guys have stood off the plate, it's still glowing with green energy, and you see across the way the other plates have activated. This green light is funneling into the bridge, but not forming the bridge. It's going along the cracks of this still formed bridge all the way to the center and going to the door, along with the plates next to you guys. It's headed towards the door. Simeon, you pick up
Okay,
the
alright.
orb.
Put it in the pedestal.
Okay.
Clink.
No saves, no damage. You are fine. As you do, you see it begin to plume with smoke. This green energy pours out of it. As you watch as this green smoke cloud begins to float towards the door, and you see it begin to glow green among the seams and cracks. And in the center of the door, you see the symbol on the plates begin to take shape, and then you watch as this room becomes afflicted with light, and then darkness shows over where the symbol is, and that darkness spreads from it all around the room, and it opens.
I'm not liking the looks of
I'm
those
gonna have to
blanks.
remember
That's
this
a
one.
bad room.
I'm gonna have to remember this one. If I ever have an elaborate horde and I want to do some weird trap puzzle room, I'm probably gonna do one like that, but fire instead of necrotic.
Makes sense.
Drinking a potion.
Yeah, I'm drinking a potion too.
Okay. The potions do work. As all of that happened and the doors opened, that odd feeling, that weird like miasma that was around you guys, it's gone. And you feel better now. You don't feel like there's something holding you back. All of your abilities have returned.
Cool. I'm also downing a potion.
16, 24.
I don't have potions.
As that's happening, Lux, you see that Redacted is standing there ahead of you guys, looking up towards through the doorway, just standing there before it, looking through. He turns, and you see his metallic face crack a smile. I hope you're ready. And then you just see him just dissipate like he's smoke in the wind.
Well, that's only 7 points of healing, but oh well.
Here, do you need a health potion?
I had a regular. I thought I had a greater or supreme, but I guess not.
How bad do you look?
3/4, give or take.
Oh yeah, I'll just check a superior
So,
healing potion at you wholeheartedly.
Let's do a
Oh wait, I got one.
real quick, guys. Before you just let me say this real quick. It's getting late. Do you guys want to pick this up at a later date or progress through it? This is probably going to be a long battle ahead of you.
I got a call.
I am on the verge of passing out because I didn't sleep very well on the train ride overnight.
So, if I
And I've got work
recall,
in the morning.
the Doodle said the next time was going to be January 12th. I will double check it and I will post it in the Discord. But this is a great stopping point. And I guess we will. Ooh, that's a really nice transition. We'll call it here. Make sure you don't mess with your character sheets. Leave them as is. You have those exhaustion points. You have that. Whatever healing you are able to give yourselves in this moment. If you want to give yourself more when we start next time, don't do anything out of play. Just so we can maintain knowledge of what happened and when.
Okay.
And maybe a little fairy could have followed you guys in your rambunctious path through this dungeon. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Heal us.
Just so we could keep track of things and not have a headache last next time. Who was the person that asked for the healing? So we could just do that now and just forget about it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I found one in my inventory.
Okay.
We're good. So I already downed it. I was expecting it to be white text.
It's okay. I'm gonna be seeing Nova tomorrow. I'll just guilt trip her in person.
Oh no, it's fine. She warned me well ahead of time that she was probably not going to make it. We were both sick last week. Oh wow. Oh no. I'll warn her that I try to stop you. But hopefully she shows up. Irie would have been really great for these moments because just out of nowhere she just falls to the ground in this room because she can't fly.
Just really trying to stay out of the room. Just like,
just not even that. Just like dropped it right in front of us out of nowhere.
If she does show up and would she just kind of be in our pockets or show up later? Because if she shows up later, can she bring potions from the ship?
She could. You guys should have several potions on you though.
I don't think
but we can work around it. We can talk about this. We have a couple weeks. We will find out more later, and we will resume this. I think I'll stream it again. Also, this was fun. So again, we'll find out next time, and it'll be interesting to have a nice little hiatus.
I'll be back home and won't have to. I'll be back home and won't be playing on Tailfire, running at like 5 FPS.
And I'll be back home with my actual setup.
Right. All right. Well,
my
this
work
was fun,
laptop
guys.
does not have a very good graphics card.
This was fun, guys. We will pick this up later. Anyone who is watching this in the future, just to catch up, thanks for watching. And for everyone else, happy holidays. See you for Arcana Academia. Shit, was it January 5th?
That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. January 5th. We'll be back.